everybody, how's it going? Happy Monday. Howdy, Meerkat. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hope everybody is having a lovely Monday so far and had a lovely weekend. Last time I saw you guys was last week, so lots of things have probably happened since then. I hope everybody is doing well. I actually took a bit of time off work. I took Friday and today off to make an extra long weekend. So I've had a really nice, chill, relaxing weekend. I actually went to the spa on Friday. I got my toes done, which I would show you, but there's creeps on the internet. But they're pretty purple now. I got a massage. I got my eyebrows done today. It's been a very much a self-care weekend, and it has been lovely. So I hope your guys' weekends have been half as relaxing as mine have been. Hi Morgan, hi Stendhal, hi Beast, how is everybody? Thank you so much for stopping in. But exactly, Stendhal, toes, massage, brows. It was a very much a self-care weekend, which you need every now and then, you know? With life and adulting and work and all that stuff, sometimes you just need to slow it down and relax. So I was really glad I got that time this weekend. Miragat says, wait, Tiff has toes? No, I don't. It was all a lie. They actually just painted my feet. I don't actually have any toes. They just painted my feet purple. Hi Rory, how are you? Rory's here too. Morgan, I'm so happy that Rory is there with you. I was messaging him last week and I was like, oh my god, it's almost time for you to go see Morgan. This is so exciting. I'm so happy you guys are reunited and I hope you're enjoying every second of it. B says, hi pretty demon, I mean pretty lady. I saw your post in the Discord, Beast, and I chuckled. For anybody who doesn't know the backstory, when I went to get my brows done today, the lady asked me how old I was, and I was like, oh, I'm 27. And she was like, what? I thought you were like 18 or 19, and I was like, oh my god, no one's ever gonna believe I'm a lawyer. Like, I'm gonna walk into a room and be like, hi, I'm your lawyer, and they're gonna be like, you look like you're in high school. So anyway, that's the joke behind the evil demon inhabiting my body. Oh no, Rory's having bad allergies right now. I'm sorry to hear that. You remind me of Avril Lavigne. That is the best compliment I've ever received in my life. Thank you, Sindel. When I was 7, 8, 9, 10, I wanted to be Avril Lavigne so bad. So thank you for saying that. That means a lot to me. Meerkat says, Morgan, do you have a Wawa near you? If so, show him what a Wawa is. What's a Wawa? I want to know what a Wawa is. Is there one near me? Can someone take me? I gotta Google it. What's a Wawa? Wawa. A Wawa is a convenience store, food market, coffee shop, and fuel. That's it's got it all. What more do you need? Imagine a Tim Hortons, but fancy. And apparently that also sells fuel? Just grab your tea and your gas. Speaking of Tim Hortons, wouldn't be a Tallara stream. It wouldn't be an authentic Canadian experience if I didn't have a tea right now, right? But yeah, in all seriousness though, I hope everybody had a great weekend. We are back today playing some more Forgotten City. If you guys were around last week, we started this game last Monday. It's a very interesting game. It's an indie game. It was only developed, I believe, by 4 people. You can fact check me on that, but I know it's less than a handful. And it originally started off as a Skyrim mod, which is really interesting and is timely right now because it's Skyrim's 10th anniversary. But it became so popular they decided to make it its own game, and so that's what we've been playing so far. We're about 6 hours into the game. It is a time loop murder mystery game in which you somehow have ended up in what looks to be ancient Rome, but what turns out to be the underworld. It looks like Hades or Pluto or whatever you want to call him is up to his tricks, and for some reason we are all trapped in the underworld. And the reason it looks like Rome is because we're in the time period of the Romans. The place kind of adjusts to fit with the times, and so that was a big revelation that we found out last week. There's tons of side stories in there. Essentially, if anybody sins in this community, all the statues come to life and turn everybody else into statues. You'll see gold statues all around the place. Those are actually people. For some reason, Hades is doing some sort of social experiment where he's trying to see if people can live without sin. And of course, that's not happening. So we cannot get out of the time loop until we stop what's going on here. We picked up some leads last time. We've got potential exits, either through following one of the gods. We can potentially go confront Hades or Pluto, whoever's behind this. And so I have a feeling tonight some drama is going to go down, because we were getting fairly close to some of those like final confrontational points last week, and so I'm not sure if we'll finish it tonight. We might, but either way, I think it'll be super fun, and I've really been enjoying so far. So I hope you guys have been too. Hi Tater, how are you? So good to see you. Happy Monday. Morgan says, I went to the dentist when I was 18 to get my teeth bonded. I had gaps between all 4 of my front teeth, even after my braces, and it sucked. When the nurse asked why I was getting my teeth bonded, my mom said, oh, we're doing it in time for her senior pictures. And the nurse went, yes, she's a senior? I would have said 12 tops. Look, Morgan, me and you have been blessed with the gift of youth, and we will be celebrating it when we're 50, but we only look 35, right? Cheers to that. You guys are still talking about Wawa. B says, Wawa gives free coffee every Tuesday. Nice. I got strawberries and cream iced coffee. Ooh. Now, I'm not a big coffee person. I'm more of a tea person, but strawberries and cream? That's, I like that. That sounds delicious. Yeah, I got that advice from Tater earlier today. Tater, do you want to be Taylor now? Taylor Swift? Speaking of, let's just do a side note. I don't know if anybody here is a Swiftie. If you're not, you should become one. But my favorite album of all time is Red by Taylor Swift, and she re-released it on Friday. So if you were wondering what I've been doing all weekend, well, I'll leave you guys to have a few guesses. It's been awesome. Tiff's doing her best impression of the heavy from TF2. Delicious! Man, I haven't played TF2 in a minute. I bet it, actually, if I go to my Steam library and I type in Team Fortress 2, I bet it'll tell me the last time I played. No, it doesn't. Never mind, that was a lie. But it's been a hot minute. I'd say it's been since, like, well, if I'm looking through my achievements, and all my achievements were unlocked in 2011. So, it's been 10 years. Great game, though. Do people, I mean, it's still going, right? People still play Team Fortress 2. Today, actually. Today, a Team Fortress 2 update was released. So yeah, people are still playing. Which is incredible. Yeah, oh my god, I'm looking at the patch notes. They, like, patch it, like, every week or two. Incredible. I love that. Good job, Valve. Yeah, well, I don't think it was major. It looks like it's just like patches, fixing issues and updating things, but it's, you know, the community and the devs are still involved with the game. But yeah, so that's it for me, guys. I don't know if anybody has anything they'd like to share with the class before we begin. I'm super excited because Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes come out at the end of the week. This has been a really good, like, 2-week period for me. Taylor Swift remade Red, that came out on Friday. Nintendo's remaking Diamond and Pearl, that's coming out this Friday. It's like, remake all my things, please. So, very, very excited for that. Can't wait to check that out. Gen 4 was never, like, my favorite gen, but it was never, like, my least favorite gen either. Well, now you got me on the topic. Now I've got to do a gen tier list. Hang on. Can we do this? Is there a Pokemon gen tier list maker? There sure is. Tiermaker.com. Create a Pokemon generations tier list, except it doesn't have all the generations. What the fuck? Well, how am I supposed to make a list if you didn't give me all the... No. There's got to be a better one. Hang on. This one has all the games. Okay, hang on, guys. We're gonna take we're gonna take a brief hiatus here because now I've got this idea in my brain and we need to do it. So we are pausing your regularly scheduled content for Tiff to create a Pokemon tier list. Here we go. I gotta take chat out so I can still see you guys. Okay. Oh, this is me Googling Wawa. That's not what I want. There, this is what I want. Okay. So you hear all the, okay, what the fuck is Pokemon Dash? We're gonna ignore that. That's not going on the tier list. I don't know why it's involved. So, my favorite gen, personally, is Gen 2, and in particular, it was Pokemon Crystal. I've told this story before, but not only was Gen 2 sort of in, like, the peak of my Pokemon loving, I was, like, 6 or 7, you know, so I was, like, prime age for Pokemon when I was playing Crystal. But Pokemon Crystal is also the very first Pokemon game that allowed you to be a girl. And that may not seem like a lot, but for little 7-year-old Tiff to finally get to be a Pokemon trainer, it meant the fucking world to me. And so Pokemon Crystal will always hold a special place in my heart. So Pokemon Crystal's #1. I guess we'll just put all of Gen 2 up there to be fair. I don't even, whoever made this is still not the best tier list, because for some reason Crystal is here, but then Gold and Silver aren't here. It's Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So anyway, we'll put those at A. We'll put Crystal at SS because it's top fucking tier, but then we'll put the other Gen 2 games in A rank. Hi Euro, how are you? Euro says, Tiff takes Pokemon tangents very seriously. I once asked her what type of Pokemon gym leader she would be and what the team would be. 10 minutes top later. She had not 1, but 2 full teams prepared. B says, I'd say pick your faves for 1 gen each. Yeah, I mean, that might be easier. But in my opinion, there's some games that are just better. Like, for example, Emerald. I'm just going to put it here for now. It's not D. Emerald is better than, see, like, why do they have Alpha Sapphire and then, okay, this tier is garbage, but you'll get what I'm trying to put down here. Like, Emerald is better than Sapphire and Ruby. Emerald is, like, A tier, and Ruby and Sapphire are B. I loved Ruby and Sapphire as well, same, but Emerald was a bit better. So I'm gonna put that there. Yeah, like, whoever made this really doesn't make sense, but it's better than the other one. The other one didn't even have all the games, so we'll take it. Okay. I'm doing the gens out of order for some reasons. Let's do Gen 1. Gen 1 is objectively, like, looking back at it now, it's honestly, like, not a great gen. There was only 151 Pokemon. Half of them were trade locked. You know, the graphics were very simple, blah, blah, blah. There's 10 million reasons why Gen 1 is actually not that good. However, Gen 1 is where it's all started. For nostalgia purposes only, they have to be A tier because they introduced me to the magic of video games. Like, I have never loved anything like 5-year-old Tiff loved Pokemon. And so for that reason, red and green it is, because they didn't give me red. Oh no, they actually have blue here in this confusing tier bullshit. But anyway, we'll just put red and green there as A tier. Yeah, well, I know Fire Red and Leaf Green are, like, not technically Gen 1, but, like, they only gave me blue. I'm working within this stupid tier list constraints, okay? So this is supposed to be Gen 1. Or we can toss these away, and we can actually put Gen 1 there. What about that? Oh, yellow's here. Okay. There we go. We'll put blue and yellow. Where's red? Oh, fuck! I was just blind. Okay, never mind. There we go. We can put red and blue there. I didn't actually play Pokemon Yellow, and I found Pokemon Yellow really hard because you had Pikachu and you had to fight Brock. So, like, honestly, that puts Yellow down a tier. Anyway, okay. So that's first 3 gens. So now we're going to Gen 4, which is the one that's getting remade. And I really liked Gen 4. Gen 4 was good, but it wasn't, like, God tier. Gen 4 was, I would give it a B. I liked it as much as Ruby and Sapphire, I would say. Give it a B. Yellow was the one some of you guys played. Look, I was 5 years old. I didn't know you could get the other starters. I was just a derp trying to beat Brock with Pikachu, and I couldn't do it. Okay, so that's Gen 4. Now, after Gen 4 is where Pokemon really took a lull for me. Also, I know Platinum is here too, but I'm not gonna... Platinum is just like on the same page as those for me. After Gen 4, my hype in Pokemon sort of lulled. So next up was Pokemon Black and White, which I didn't really love. They were meh. Then it was Pokemon X and Y, which I didn't really love. They were meh. Is it only X? Is Y not here? Y is not here. Okay. That's good. Oh, and Pokemon Black and White 2. I didn't even, like, play those. I was like, that's pointless. They're, like, the same. This is Pokemon and Chill lo-fi mix music. So yeah, those were like meh, D, and then I don't want to say hate because that implies like that they're awful games, which they're not. Pokemon, this Pokemon tier list is very subjective because I love Pokemon. So even like the worst Pokemon game to me is still a really good game. So when I say that I didn't like these games, that doesn't mean that they were necessarily bad, but Pokemon Sun and Moon, for some reason only Sun is listed here, I really didn't like them. They are actually the only Pokemon games I've never beaten. There's a fun fact for Tiff. So they unfortunately have to go E tier. Sword and Shield is not on here. Why? Oh my god. Why did I pick this one? This one's awful, but it's too late now. We're too far in. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee as placeholders for Sword and Shield, okay? These two games, so Gens 1 to 4 were pretty much top tier. Then things 5, 6, 7 were really starting to lull. I was really starting to lose interest. And then Sword and Shield came around and completely rejuvenated my love for Pokemon. Sword and Shield are not quite SS because I feel like Crystal needs to hold that place exclusively, but they are like top tier, A tier. This is Sword and Shield here. Okay, I loved Sword and Shield so much. And so my Pokemon journey really, like, we started up here, we kind of went down a little bit, and then we're right back up here again. And there's my Pokemon journey in a very horrible tier list. Hey, Snipe! The reason we're talking about Pokemon is because I got on a tangent from talking about Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out in a few days, and so I was like, well, let's just talk about my Pokemon history in this horrible tier list, which doesn't have all the games. But hopefully you got a general idea of what I'm trying to talk about here. But yeah, TLDR, Gens 1 to 4 were awesome, 5 to 7 were meh, and then 8 was back on top, so... I'm really excited for Diamond and Pearl remakes, and yeah, that was a huge tangent. For anyone who doesn't like Pokemon or doesn't care about my Pokemon tier list, sorry you had to sit through that. For anyone who did, you're welcome. I know you value my opinions so much. But yeah, there you go. There's our Pokemon tangent for the evening, folks. But we can't talk about Pokemon anymore because we have got stuff to do. We've got mysteries to solve tonight, folks. It is time to hop back in to the Forgotten City and figure out what the heck is going on down here. Let's do this. Euros is red is best, and then sword is second best. The rest tie for worst because I've never played them. Touche! Touche, Euro! Ah. Alright. So I said this before, one thing I wish this game had, so I'm really enjoying this game so far. It's a really great title, especially for an indie game. It's so much fun, so many mysteries. But I wish it had sort of a journal organizational system that the Outer Wilds did, because I find myself sort of forgetting a lot of the things that we've done. Which makes sense, because there's 10,000 mysteries going on. So what I'm going to do to sort of recap is I'm actually going to go through the quests that we've completed to sort of recap what we've done so far, and hopefully that'll refresh our memories a little bit, because it has been a few days since we last played. So, one thing we did was we talked to Equidia, who is the priest, and what we did was we went around to all the different people in town and talked ask them what their story is and how they got there. And there's a lot of common threads. All people were mentioning a river, a stranger, a memory lapse, and a coin. And so we got all the information, talked to the priestess about it, and she was like, yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure the stranger you met and the river and the boat and the coin, it was Charon, which you guys know is the ferryman of the underworld. And so that was that quest that we find out. Meerkat says, do I need to bring out the yarn map? I don't know if you guys saw Meerkat's yarn map. It was in the Discord and I put it on Twitter. But it was honestly iconic. This was just one of the time loops. So obviously the golden rule does break. And then you've got to run out, get in the portal, and wind back time. So that's just a quest that comes up a lot of times. The overall main quest is I'm trapped in the ruins of the city, and it seems like the only way forward is through a doorway into the past. And yeah, here's the main quest. I was pulled out of the river by a young woman named Karen, which is Charon, in return for saving my life. Okay, so that's the main quest. We got that down. We understand what's going on. And then here are all the side quests. There's something wrong at the shrine of Apollo, and it was the fact that Lucretia was dying. Because she had been poisoned, and we thought someone had poisoned her, and we were like, what the heck? How did that not break the golden rule? But it turns out she took it willingly. She was trying to, unfortunately, take her own life, and apparently that doesn't count as a sin. But we did manage to save her, so that's good. Lucretia is saved. We managed to get into Malleolus's villa. Malleolus is the other guy who's running for magistrate and who's kind of a dick. We managed to get in there. We were able to find treatment for a rheumatism patient who was... I can't even remember what his name was, but anyway, we found his treatment, and he was the guy who was blackmailing the other guy, which we'll probably get to soon. And when we cured his rheumatism... he decided to stop being a homophobic dick, so that was good. Oh, Virgil, here we go, has been receiving threatening notes, and we managed to stop it from escalating into violence. But yeah. Then there's an armed man who arrives in the city. He arrives apparently straight from Rome, and he's been sent to kill the leader of the Christians who set Rome on fire, who's apparently Malleolus. But we managed to neutralize the armed man and take his bow. But if we don't neutralize him, he actually does go and kill Malleolus, so that's kind of fun. We got the bow from him. We managed to get into the palace and met Navia, who was starting to hear whispers from the statues and realized that they were real people who had been turned to gold. So she went on kind of a crazy science crusade and was literally skinning the gold off people to try to get the people underneath to come out. But it turns out the gold was fused to their skin, and so she was just skinning people alive, and it was not working. So that was bad. We managed to get the golden bow, which actually turns things to gold. We don't have a regular bow, we have a cool bow. Then there's a big obelisk outside of the temple at the top of the city, and it's missing 4 plaques. There's a Roman plaque, an Egyptian plaque, a mystery plaque. So we have 3 out of the 4 plaques right now. We need to get 1 more plaque and restore to the obelisk, and then I think we can get into the shrine. So that's going to be a main thing that we need to do today. We spoke with Olivia. Olivia also found out the whole secret and mystery that we are in fact in the underworld, and so we talked to her about that. So the quest that we have left, this is obviously the main quest. We need to create a time paradox to get back home. That's, you know, the ultimate goal. We've got the city lives in fear of a mysterious law called the Golden Rule, and we need to figure out who is most likely to break the Golden Rule. And we figured out that Malleolus will break it. When he wins the election, he will sentence Sentius to death. So we know that one for sure. There might be other ones, but yeah, so that's another one. We've got Equidia said I might be able to confront and overpower the god of the underworld, but first I'll need to restore all 4 missing plaques to his obelisk in front of the Great Temple. So that's what I was talking about earlier. So we gotta find 1 more plaque. And then there's another way. If we don't want to confront the god of the underworld, perhaps some of the other gods will help me escape this place. And so we need to listen to some whispers that we're hearing. And then in terms of side quests, we've got Scintilla, the magistrate's youngest daughter, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. But how does someone go missing in a city with no exits and no crimes? We need to figure out what happened to Scintilla today. We need to get Galerius elected as magistrate in order to free Dooley from his cell. So we're gonna do that today. We need to get into the upper cistern, which we will be able to do when we free Dooley, because he has a key. So these two are actually sort of connected. Tater says, didn't we do a lot of confronting of Hades in some other game? Pretty sure we did it like 10 times. That is true. I was saying last week, actually, a lot of what I know about Greek mythology is actually from our playthrough of Hades. Like when they talked about Charon last week, I was like, I know Charon! Charon's my man from Hades! An amazing game. If you guys haven't played Hades, I cannot recommend it enough. It was so, so good. We played that earlier this year and it was awesome. So we need to figure out how to make Malleolus drop out of the election so he doesn't win and oust Sentius as magistrate. We need to help Ulpius, who is suicidal, and he is the boyfriend of Scintilla, the missing girl, so that'll probably have a link there. And then finally we need to find the Greek plaque. And so yeah, so those are our main things today. I think the first sort of thread that I'm gonna tackle is I'm gonna go look into Scintilla's disappearance and through that help out Ulpius. So yeah, that was a long intro, but you know, it was helpful for me, so hopefully it was helpful for you guys too to sort of recap where we've been. Hey MK, how you doing?
Citizen.
So yeah, so Scintilla has a sister, and she's kind of bitchy because we talked to her before. But let's talk to her and see if she can give us any info.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here.
See what I mean about
What do
bitchy?
you want?
I can't ask you about your sister? Maybe if I say this, do you know a way out of here? Maybe she'll talk about her sister?
Ugh, what is it with you people?
Yeah, here we go.
I heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Can I help?
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
When did you last see her?
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it.
She was seeing someone?
I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me.
Why is that?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about.
I mean,
her
in a city of
attachment to some
23
mystery
people,
man
who
might
is she
have
even gonna
ruined
marry?
his plans.
A lot of options. Your father didn't mention any of this when I spoke to him. Any idea why?
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock.
Wow.
He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help.
Wow,
look for her.
father of the
So
year.
he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Is it possible her lover was involved?
I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Sentius, Sentia, Scintilla, why are your names all so similar?
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest. And my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she's affectionately known as Scintilla.
You look surprisingly relaxed about your sister's disappearance.
I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
Are you?
Ugh, you're awful. Get out of my villa and never speak to me again.
Alright, my bad on that one. I was the dick in that conversation. I can't even lie. But we got some information from her. I want to check in Centilla's room, which I think we did last time. Oh, that's Centia's journal. Centia's chest. Centilla's room? Yes, but she doesn't have anything in here. So never mind. Meerkat says, being a dick is not a crime. No, it's not. Be a dick as much as you want. Honestly, we might have to rob them for all they're worth just so we can commit a sin and reset the time loop, because I mentioned before, but we actually know who Scintilla's boyfriend is. It's, Ulpius, I believe is his name, and unfortunately, he commits suicide today. So, if we don't catch him before that, we're a little out of luck. So, I think we're actually going to steal. So that we can reset the time loop.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Reset the loop! Reset the damn loop! MK says, I think there's a point of dictum, which is funny, that will get you arrested. Like, kicking someone off the balcony is both illegal and a dick move. Alright, so here we go. We'll reset the loop here. And then I want to go right away to try to meet Ulpius before he makes an unfortunate decision. So, he lives, I say live loosely, because he's actually basically an indentured slave, at Malleolus's, so we have to go there.
Alright.
I'm the worst at that zip line. I try it every time and it never works for me. Ziplining is not one of my talents. Okay, to Malleolus's place, quickly.
All weapons are to be tossed into the
Horatius,
cabin.
how's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election?
Now, is he in here? We haven't actually met him yet. He lives... I think this is his room. Yeah, suicide note. So hang on, is he already dead? His plan, I guess, is he's gonna jump off the cistern.
Promise to you, good citizens, under my
So maybe we have to get up there.
Enjoy the freedom you deserve. And,
Hang on, maybe we should go up there instead.
Walk on, exit, yes. No more should walk on.
Running! We must stop the suicide. Running. Rufus, stop growling at me. I think it's over here? Pretty sure. Pretty sure over here is the door that we need the key for, which we can get from Dooley. So maybe we need that first before we can save... what's his name? The thing is like, I'm not sure... This is so dark when I'm talking about it. but I'm not sure when he commits suicide because we've never actually seen him. So, like... And Lucretia told us his plan. Oh, fuck! Speaking of suicide. Oops. Lucretia told us his plan, so maybe we should go talk to her, actually. Maybe she'll be able to give us some more insight. Because they had a suicide pact. So much talk of suicide tonight. Such a bright and cheery stream, right guys? Okay, yeah, let's go talk to... Oh, hang on! Hang on.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia.
Oh, you're
Welcome to
new.
life under the golden rule. It's a ghastly
Hang on.
thing, is it not?
We haven't met these people
How are
before.
you faring so
Who's
far?
Octavia? Actually, I really need to talk to Ulpius.
All right. Well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Ulpius, no!
Oh, no. No.
This is why I had to get here!
Yes, what are you doing? Get back from
Okay,
there.
we found Ulpius
If you
at
lose
least.
Your balance, you'll fall.
That's
It
the
gets
idea.
better, everyone!
Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for
Yeah,
a man
this is
who
new. We
treats
haven't come
me like
across
an
this.
animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
That's what I came here for.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Ulpius, can we talk?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
No, I think you have the right to die if you're suffering badly enough.
You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward. I intend to go through with it.
I just think there are reasons to stay alive.
Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for?
Maybe we can be friends?
You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are.
Oh, Jesus.
Attila, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Oh, great. We were really good talking him off the ledge there.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord.
Guess we're gonna have to try that again in another loop. His suicide didn't break the golden rule. What does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the golden rule. So I guess
GG's,
that
everyone.
means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
What happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what's happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Don't worry, we'll be back in a new time loop and we'll save him. Now what is this graffiti? I urinated into Malleolus's villa from above and got away with it. Okay, first of all, wow. Who do you think wrote that? Wow, you really could pee off here. Probably Ulpius, I guess. That's iconic. How can we pass this test if we don't know the rules? 10 out of 10 graffiti, says Meerkat. Hey, Mix says I just got here, and the first thing I see is that pee graffiti. You're welcome. Welcome on in. MK says, oh, it's raining. Oh my god. Okay, so while we're up here, we'll put these plaques in. We're only missing one plaque, which we will get. But for right now, I think what I want to do is I want to break the golden rule so we can reset the loop and then come up here and try to talk down Ulpius again. I think that's the plan. So let's go see what crimes we can commit. Un momento. Let's go fuck some shit up. Oh, actually, there's an area over here with vines, I think, that we can turn gold and walk across. Yeah, there is. The magic of our powerful golden bow. We got money. Good view, too. Love it, love it. Oh, I'm stuck? What the fuck? Okay. Not going that way, I guess. I need to find someone to commit a crime against. Hello? Is anyone around? I just wanna, chat. Don't worry about it. Looking for a crime. Looking for a crime. Looking for somebody to commit a crime. Hey! Oh, here we go. We can snipe this lady. Woo! I love when she falls over.
Shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Alright, Sentius, get your buns over here before I get shot, my mans. I gotta start this loop over. Why was no one lining up to be victimized? I know, right? So fucking rude. Oh, Jesus. Ah, they're here! Ow! Sentius! Fucking move! I'm gonna get shot! I'm being shot! This is not a matter of if, but when! Sentius has the fastest run of any NPC I know, right? Usually NPCs are slow AF. Old Sentius, make sure he gets moving, so that's good. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but we can talk to Galerius here. And, oh no, hang on, that's not what I wanted. Hi.
No.
Never mind.
Oh.
Sometimes you can talk to him and tell him to go do a bunch of things that'll, like, prevent things, but... wasn't giving me that option that time. That's a good point, Euro. Can I shoot the statues back? Because I only recently got this golden bow, so I haven't actually tried that. But that's a good point. Maybe I should try that next time. I think I'm going the wrong way, but that's okay.
Ave.
Ave! Yeah, I have to get up there. This whole stream is just sponsored by urine now. That's it. It's over. It's done. Running through the town, heading to try to stop that guy from committing suicide. Yay, there he is! Hey, man.
South, welcome.
Hi, I need to talk to Ulpius.
Alright.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing?
That's the...
What?
Why do you... I'm
Blah,
sorry.
blah, 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 blah. I'll talk to him. Is this what Scintilla would want?
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
I broke into your room and read your letters. Oh, and I'm stuck in a time loop. We'll just say you'd never believe me, instead of saying that.
Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
Maybe I can help solve your problem.
It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her.
Girl says blah blah blahing someone about to jump off a ledge isn't nice stuff. What if I can help her too?
No. No. Time's up. I am out.
Oh, for
Wherever
fuck's
you
sakes.
are,
So I had to
stay
help
true to
Yulia
life.
first before
I'm
he'll do
sorry.
anything?
Ulpius, no!
God damn it, Ulpius! Can you stop killing yourself for 2 seconds? Oh, I know exactly what to do, yeah. We'll just commit this crime here on this poor gal. Love you. Bye. It actually gives you a
The
minute
many
before
shall suffer for the sins of the one.
you actually get punished by it. Octavia's hot? Don't worry, we'll reset her here momentarily. No harm, no foul. Ow. Okay, let's see if we can shoot back. Yeah, but nothing happened. So... yes, we can shoot back, but no, nothing happens, unfortunately. Wow, good timing, Sentius! Sure work, my mans. Fancy meeting you here. Alright, third time's the charm. So we gotta save Yulia first. So, what I was trying to say at the beginning of that loop, when we talked to Daenerys, and I was like, you can tell him to go do things. We need to go tell him to do things. Hi. I'm Tallara, and I need you to take care of some things urgently. Yulia's dying, but Lucretia can't help her without this Sylphium. Take some of it and go, quickly.
Yulia? Oh no. Alright, I can do that.
So yeah, when you've already solved mysteries, you can, this guy's name's Galerius, by the way. Not whatever I just called him. But you can tell Galerius to just go get the shit done, which is really nice. So we can also say, Rufius has been threatening Virgil, but if you give him some of this willow bark, it will treat his rheumatism and he'll settle down.
Poor Virgil. Poor Rufius too, I guess. Alright, got it.
And I need you to stop Phoebia entering the empty shrine and tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for in there.
Alright, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
That's it. Now go as fast as you can.
I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
For sure. So yeah, that's really handy. So he'll go save Yulia now. I can't zipline on that. I don't know what's wrong with me. So now we should be able to go talk to... what's his face? Third time's the charm. When it comes to talking somebody off the ledge, literally. We'll be like, bro, Yulia's already saved. Don't worry about it. Tiff can't zipline to save Ulpius's life. No, I cannot. It's very finicky. I can never do it for some reason. But yeah, I find that's very handy. So every loop you don't have to go do the same things. You can just be like, mans, can you go take care of this, this, and this? Thank you! Well, exactly. This is basically the mechanics and you know, the gameplay of Skyrim. So imagine trying to zipline in Skyrim, and then you'll know how hard this is. Alright, Ulpius, third time's the charm, my mans.
No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get...
I'm sorry.
Please, help.
Talk to him. Is this what Scintilla would want? You'd never believe me if
Well,
I
you
told
don't-
you. Maybe I can help solve your problem. Lucretia was able to get some Sylphium in time to save her life. She's going to be fine.
Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
Oh, I do actually.
Really? Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then?
No, you'd be free.
You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers.
Of course.
It seems today we are both blessed. This did not turn out how I thought. Thank you, friend. I never thought people like you existed.
You mean time travelers from 2,000 years in the future? Yeah, we exist. Here's your money.
Thank you. I'll go and pay off our debts immediately.
This
I
is
just
special
wish there
time
was
money.
some way I
One
could
Santa and
repay
I'll be
you.
back anyways. Exactly,
I
Euro.
have nothing but the tunic on my back.
Don't worry about it.
I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news. Thanks again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Hang on, before you go, can we talk about your girlfriend? No, you're gonna run as fast as you can. Do you know anything about the girlfriend?
What you did was extraordinary, and
Mirka says, Tiff, if you become a time
I'm
traveler,
thankful
please
that you're
give me
here.
$2,000.
can I help you with something?
Sure, I will. What's your story?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed
That
to
is a
handsome
promise,
young man from
Meerkat.
a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
Yeah, sure, sounds like it. How'd you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the
Tater
fires
says, if
came
you
to
become a
Rome
time traveler,
7
steal me
months
away to Canada to live a better
My
life.
family and I
I got a lot to
fled
do, apparently, once
hoping
I
to escape on the
obtain
boat.
my time
We
traveling
were among the
powers.
fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard.
Specify the currency, or boom,
The last
Zimbabwe
thing I remember
dollars.
was the water
Yeah, I'll give you like 2,000
rising up
yen
to
or
hit my
something.
cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
God, don't you mean the gods?
Oh, yes, of course. A slip of the tongue,
Busted!
if you like.
You're a Christian?
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
I'm looking for a... No, I already have that. That's fine. I'll just say your secret's safe with me.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose.
Her way
If
out
that
is
doesn't
actually
work, then
poisoned,
I
so...
suppose we're all stuck
no.
here until the gods decide our fate.
Thanks, but it's definitely a scam.
Oh, I see. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sorry I even suggested it. I won't make that mistake again.
What do you think about the golden rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbors as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
I don't think so. I think people are fundamentally good. Or most people.
You don't think that's a little naive?
There's definitely some
I
people
suppose
who
you've
were
never
born
seen
with a
what I've
tendency
seen.
towards sin,
Innocent
but
men and
I like to
women
think us in chat,
take
we're
part in
all
arenas while thousands of
fundamentally
groans in
good, right?
common cheer.
Meerkat says, tell me you get to do the bald guy to save the suicidal guy every time. I would hope I can just add that to his list of tasks. Fair point. Perhaps you're right.
If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of
Gorg!
course,
Hey,
we
how
can
are
be
you? So good to see you,
divine
my friend.
intervention.
Hope you're doing well. Oh, there's gonna be some intervention, alright.
I wish I shared your faith.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Ah, that's a
Meerkat
shame.
says, bitch, I
Another
am your
time, then.
divine intervention. Literally. Okay, so that's another, Did you hear that? The whisper told me to talk to the priestess. Maybe we should do that. Euro says, Tiff, with all the things you have on your time travel to-do list, you'll just need to get your own galleus. That's right. Hi, Spring Shields, how are you? I'm doing well. Thanks everyone so much for stopping in. If you're new here and you're wondering what in the world I'm playing, this is The Forgotten City. It is a time-looping murder mystery game that we started last week. It's very, very interesting and a lot of fun. And yeah, hope everybody is doing well. It's good to see you all. Thank you for taking some time out of your Monday evening to stop in here with me. So there's two things I want to do. First of all, I want to talk to the priestess. I don't know if she's home. Oh wow, she is. Hi.
A new face.
Hi, Whispers just spoke to me. Can I ask you some questions about escaping the underworld?
I beg your pardon?
Olivia was right. We're in the underworld.
Oh my. That is quite a lot to take in.
Hey Luke, how are you?
Let's see. If that is in... We don't have much to go. Hercules. Sis and...
Blah 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 blah.
May
Oh,
4th.
never mind. Transcripts are provided on the website. Okay, so she had nothing to say to me. This is the house guard, though, Horatius, who I think was looking for the missing girl.
What is it, citizen?
So I want to talk to him. Can we talk about Scintilla?
What business is that of yours?
I'm looking for her.
A lot of people have been looking for her. But it's been 3 weeks, and we've found nothing. What makes you think you can do better?
Sounds like you don't want me looking for her.
No, it's not that. We all care for Scintilla. She is, or was, a lovely young woman. But I learned long ago not to dwell on things beyond my control. Or to try not.
Oh my goodness, Kung Fu! Hi! How are
If you
you?
have questions, ask away.
Going to do a quick sub and run. Less than 3 have a great stream and night. And in case nobody has told you today yet, you're awesome, Tallar Heart, Tallar Heart, Tallar
no,
Heart.
you're awesome. Thank you so much for the sub and run. That is very sweet of you. Hope you have a lovely evening. It was good to see you even just for a moment. Thank you, Kung Fu. Let's try to pull some bluff talk on Horatius here. I know what you did to her.
If you're accusing me of a crime, you'd better have something to back it up.
You know what I'm talking about. Where is she?
You're grasping at straws, and it's not going to work. We're done.
Well, that didn't work, did it? So much for that plan. Oh, can I ask you about her now? Now that you're done being
Come on.
suicidal? Can we talk about Scintilla? Yes, here we go.
Scintilla and I were in love. And then,
Let me get some info here.
22 days ago, she went missing.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
All right. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolis's villa, I heard a young woman.
Where are they?
It
That was my Batman voice, apparently.
the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. I wasn't allowed out. So once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof, just to see where that sound was coming from. And that's when I saw her.
What's with this guy's face? So this game actually started
I
out
just
as a
sat there on the
Skyrim
roof,
mod, and then the devs decided to
listening to her
spin
with
it
my
out and make it
chin
its
on
own
my
thing.
knees.
So all these character
And for the
models
first
are
time in a
Skyrim.
long time, I felt
Blame Bethesda is the TLDR.
hopeful. And then she looked up and saw me, and she smiled. I knew at that moment the fates had brought me to her, and from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity,
Borg says he looks both
I
sad
knew
and terrorized, but in a
I'd have
neutral
done
way.
anything for her. And
It's a good
so
way to
for
put
weeks
it.
on end, each night I'd climb out of the villa and into her father's garden. We'd hold hands.
Mirka says, I
and
mean, he almost
talk
committed
about
suicide
all
like
the things
15
we'd
minutes
do
ago.
once we got out of here.
Touche.
Like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up.
New
and
saying, if
everyone
all
was
else
out
fails,
searching for
blame
her.
Bethesda.
They said she'd vanished in the night. All I could do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was.
Is it possible she escaped somehow?
All I know is she loved me. And if she had known a way out, she would have told me. She'd never have taken her own life. And there's no way anybody could have killed her under the Golden Rule. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me. That can only mean one thing. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how or who would want to do something like that to such a sweet, lovely girl. But what else could have happened?
Any ideas about who might have taken her?
My guess? Malleolus had something to do with it. He is without doubt the most evil man I have ever known. I have no idea where he'd be keeping her, but there is one room in his villa, upstairs, which is always locked. I've never seen the inside of it, and I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the golden rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things.
I've already tried that. There's no sign of Scintilla in there. The only woman that was in there was his wife. His own wife was fucking locked in the room.
Really? I was sure he was hiding something in there. I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get to. There are still two places I've never been able to reach. First, the palace. If Navia managed to get in, then I suppose Scintilla could have too. The only other place she could be is somewhere in the cistern network. I remember hearing that Dooley had been
Okay,
poking
so it's
around
gotta be
in
the
upper
cistern. We've been in the
before he was
palace and she
locked up.
wasn't in there.
So you could ask him about it, I suppose.
I'll get right on it.
All right, friend. Thanks for the chat.
Okay, so it looks like all the quests sort of converge into one anyway, because we already sort of had the quest to get into the cistern. And in order to do that, we have to get Dooley's key if I get him released from prison. And so the only way to get him released from prison is to get Galerius elected as magistrate. So I guess first step here is we'll go talk to Galerius. Which, I guess, I don't know where he is this time of day. I don't know if he's done all the tasks that I set him off to do. He works this farm down here, so let's go check here first, I guess. Oh yeah, I think he's there. I think I just saw him. Did you hear that whisper? I did. I'm pretty sure she means these eyes, the statue's eyes. Yeah.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them?
You'd never believe me if I told you.
Oh, come on. I just did as you asked. The least you can do is level with me. I'll keep it between us. I promise.
I'm reliving the same day over and over again.
You're toying with me, right? Wait, you're not kidding, are you? That's the only way you could have known. You're a bit like... Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
Remind me who that is?
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He was forced to push a great boulder.
Oh, right. I remember meeting him in Hades, too.
Roll all the way back down.
He was a very sweet boy.
Forcing him to start over and over and over again for all eternity. Just like you. Actually, now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Pleiades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they are.
Yeah, at least there's that.
Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
Thanks, Galerius.
Anytime, friend. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right? Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just...
Galerius is like the MVP of this
I'm
game.
not wanted. May fortune
He's great.
smile on
He
you,
knows
friend.
what's up. Okay, so now that we had that conversation, can we talk about you beginning a career in politics?
Salve again, my Sisyphean friend. Now,
Gorg, it's really great. If you have any interest in sort of mystery games, time loop games, it's very much a story-driven mystery-solving game. I would definitely recommend it. It's really good. Ever thought about running for magistrate yourself?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. That's good enough for me.
If Malleolus runs, he's gonna break the golden rule and kill us all.
And how could you... Oh, wait. You've seen it in another time loop, haven't you? Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
Alright.
Alright, friend. Hope you find a way to break that cycle you're in.
Alright. Well, we do have some dirt on Malleolus. We know that Malleolus is in fact the head of the Christian cult that burned down Rome, and we learned that through the assassin that we met who's here to attack him. So maybe if we go kind of try to blackmail him, he'll drop out.
How come you're allowed a weapon and
We'll go give it a try anyway. Hey Connor, how are you? Connor says, I just played 7 hours of Halo Infinite. Would love to watch this game, but I'm too tired. I need to sleep. No worries, my friend. Go get some rest. I'm glad to hear you've enjoyed Halo.
Magistrate.
Demetrius doesn't usually let anyone in here.
Gorg says, I always love the time loop trope, and I welcome any game that diverges from the traditional kill everything with swords and magic. I feel like we're very similar in our game taste, Gorg. Okay, so let's accuse him and see what he says. So, you're Quintius? I can't remember how to pronounce that. You're that guy? We got him speechless.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
You have one green eye and one blue eye, just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
It is pretty cool, I gotta say, having 2 different color eyes. Do any of you guys have this, or is there anyone here who's cool? Meerkat says, Alexander the Great had it? That's cool to know, right? I didn't know that. Fun fact. Apparently, Quintius also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
I can't prove it's you yet, but I will.
Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
Okay, so we need proof. MK says, sometimes I have a blue eye and a red eye if it was a late night. But we may as well just ask him if he knows anything about Scintilla's disappearance while we're here, I guess.
Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect this city?
What aren't you telling me?
Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Demetrius says he saw a body there some weeks back. Of course, just to be clear...
So it looks like all paths lead to the cisterns.
For what happens to you down there.
Bye.
I trust you could...
I want to go talk to his wife, who is locked upstairs. Because this man is husband of the fucking year. Maybe if we ask her, she'll tell us. Hey girl, I know your husband locked you in here, but can you maybe dish some dirt on him, please?
I'm not supposed to be in here.
Let me talk.
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
How would you like some help getting back at Malleolus?
An intriguing proposition. Go on.
I don't think Malleolus is who he says he is.
Perhaps you're not as silly as those clothes make you look. What makes you say that?
Just a hunch. I was hoping we could figure out his true identity together.
You know, I may have the very thing you're looking for.
Score!
Some time ago.
Hey, Trinsic says she's in timeout. Leave her alone.
Love letter. Only he used the wrong name.
Yes, Queen.
Now,
this is the kind of dirt I was looking for.
Is not unheard of among philandering Romans. But in this case, the name he got wrong was his own. I confronted him about it, and he stammered through some incoherent response. I let it go, eventually, and yet... Question.
Tater says, oh honey, this is why you use the waterproof stuff in setting spray.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Yeah, we're just here getting some dirt on people. You know, it's good. Spilling that tea on a Monday night. We women have to stick together, honey.
I couldn't agree more. One hand washes the other, as they say. It seems our interests are aligned. I imagine knowing his true identity will give me the leverage I need to manage him appropriately. But first, I need you to do something for me.
What do you want?
I want you to bring me some wine. Just
I think we have
small
wine. I think we picked up wine in our adventures.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I know this must be hard for you to wrap your sweet little pleb head around.
Excuse me?
So what do you need?
Okay, Claudia, don't be a bitch here. You're the one locked in a closet. Ugh, all right, I don't have any questions. You want wine? It's fine.
So you'll help me?
Yes, here's some wine.
Thank you. Here's the letter.
Letter from Quinctius, a love letter in which Malleolus accidentally acknowledges that his name is Quinctius. Quinctius to beloved Claudia. For a time I despaired at the thought of being trapped here for the rest of my life, but then I met you and discovered that as long as I am with you, I'm exactly where I should be. Mere words cannot express my affection for you, and so I will perform a grand gesture in your honor. I will become this city's magistrate, so that I may govern with wisdom and strength with you by my side.
Now, perhaps you can tell me who Quinctius really is.
Quinctius, that's how you pronounce it. According to this bounty letter from Emperor Nero, he's the person who started the fires in Rome last year.
What? He's... Oh no. That's... quite a lot more serious than I imagined. I only wanted some leverage over him, not to destroy him. Give me that immediately. Nobody else must know.
I want to just say this, but I mean, this is true. We could just restart the time loop and get another copy, but no, I'm just gonna say no.
What? No.
I didn't trick you!
You tricked me, you mendacious little stirkers.
I didn't lie to you.
It was a lie of a mission. You were planning this all along and you deliberately concealed it. May Jupiter cut you down.
I'll be going now.
I curse you. I curse your life and
Alright, bitch, do you want to stay locked in this closet?
You be unable
I'll lock the door on my way out. Fit! Hey, how are you? I feel like that was a funny time for you guys to come in. Me telling this lady that I'm gonna lock her in the closet. I promise there was backstory. Hi, Fit, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. If you guys don't know my friend Pitlord BBQ, change that. Go check him out. I've known Pit forever. Like, we literally met when very early on in my streaming career, and he's a great pal. He actually recently joined the Muffin Co. Guild in New World, so he's an honorary member, so go check him out. He was playing Dead by Daylight. Nice. Tater says, damn, Claudia, what happened to us women gotta stick together, right? Jesus.
You again. What is it now?
I got proof, bitch! Wait, no, I can. Why can't I? I'm so confused. I can prove it. I literally have the letter. Do I have to wait for a new loop to be able to try it again? That's stupid. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go commit a crime. I'm sure we can probably steal from him, honestly. Let's go do that. Trinsic said, speaking of New World, coins are disabled again. Are they really? Man, that's so annoying. It's really unfortunate. I've been enjoying New World, but it hasn't been a smooth experience. There's a lot of bugs and holy shit, we stole a lot of money from him. There's been a lot of bugs and unfortunate stuff. I really hope they kind of fix that soon, because it is really annoying. But alright, this worked out great! Not only did we get to steal over 2K from Malleolus, we'll get to reset the loot. Yeah, there's a ton of bugs. I think the game probably could have used a few more months in the oven. But, you know, that's it. Going forward, it'll be interesting to see how much they support it and fix it, you know? Because there's a lot of games that didn't have a great launch. Final Fantasy XIV, the original one, had a terrible launch. Elder Scrolls Online didn't have a good launch, but they fixed the games eventually, and that's what I'm hoping's in the cards for New World, because I am enjoying it. Okay, let's tell our friend to go do all the things. Do this, and this, and this. Oh yeah, and we get him to save Ulpius too. Okay, go do all those things, bye! Yeah, so, Gorg, the thing about this game is we are stuck in a time loop that is governed by something called the Golden Rule. If anybody commits a sin, the golden statues that you see around actually come to life and kill everyone. And so when I want to reset the time loop, I just commit a sin. Just then I stole from Malleolus's chest, making all the statues come to life, attack me, and then I hopped in the portal and reset the loop. So that's what happened. Now we're back. We've got our evidence. Oh, he'll be unavailable until Galerius has finished his errands. Okay. We'll wait then. We'll look at this Greek lion statue. A Greek statue of a lion. Who would have thought?
What is the meaning of this?
What's the meaning of what? I'm about to accuse you. I just gotta wait for Galerius to go save the world real quick. He's got, you know, he's gotta run all around, so it'll be a minute.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm just checking out your house while I wait. That's all. Why does he just have, like, a pool of water in his house? Like, what? Like, it's not big enough to be, like, a swimming pool, but yet it's, like... Like, what? Whose idea was this? Ooh, hang on, vines! This is fun. We can do something with this while we wait. Meerkat makes a good point. Everyone must think Galerius is a god for helping all these people. Maybe people will vote for that. That's true. It was just a good old foot-soaking area. Running water to one's own home was beyond luxury in ancient Rome. Is there anything up here, or...? Did you hear him go brrrr? I got gifted a sub in Megan's channel via a sub bomb. Awesome.
Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve.
I like how his name is changed now. It doesn't say Malleolus in the captions. That's telling.
Eggshells, yes. No more should you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe.
Can I talk to you now? No, not yet.
Told you it was forbidden.
We'll just hang out in the feet bath, I guess. Hey Meg, how are you? Welcome on in. Stove. It's no doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but Romans probably regard that as their servant's problem. Yeah, I have a flashlight because I'm from the future. I'm from modern times. So whenever I take it out in front of people, they're like, whoa, you've been blessed by a god! And I'm like, yeah, my flashlight is totally a blessing from the gods. Don't worry. Okay, are you done now? Yes, there we go.
Did you just scale the wall to my villa somehow? I must remember to have words with that buffoon Domitius. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
I know who you really are. You have one green eye and one blue eye, just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero. Why do I keep saying I can't prove it's you? But I can.
Well,
I literally had the fucking letter. Is this just like a glitch? I'm so confused. We literally have this letter. Maybe I'll say this. I want you to withdraw from the election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because I know you're Quinctius. Your wife gave me your love letter, and Nero wants you dead. Here we go. Okay. This is the way we had to go about it.
So, it finally caught up with me. I suppose that makes you... what? One of Nero's assassins?
I want to say this just so I can say, the Emperor sends his regards.
Are you going to kill me?
Not if you withdraw from the election immediately and release everyone in debt bondage to you. Oh, we already paid him off, so that's fine. So we'll just say this. Not if you withdraw from the election immediately.
So much work for nothing. Ugh. If I do it, you'll let me live?
I will.
Fine. Ruling this cesspit of a city would have been beneath me anyway. I'll have Domitius notify the priestess of my withdrawal. There. You got what you wanted. Now, please, leave my villa and never speak to me again.
Alright. That's another task off the list. Death! Oh my goodness, hi! How are you? So good to see you. Thank you so much for that resub. 5 months. Enjoy your emotes. You got some Muffin emotes, you got some Charmander emotes, you got some Tallara emotes. Alright, so we gotta talk to Galerius here now. He's busy? Busy doing what? 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 Oh. What? What are you doing right now? That's got you so busy. This guy's out here digesting the atmosphere, Tiff. Okay, I think Malleolus is... Maybe we gotta wait for this to be over?
Well,
he's withdrawing here now. He's busy thinking. He's busy inhaling oxygen. Okay. So the priestess has been told that Malleolus is dropping out of the election.
Citizens,
maybe we have to wait until after this.
Malleolus has withdrawn his candidacy from today's election.
Death says from the look on his face, he's busy contemplating life and his place in it. That is the look of existential dread.
Will be re-elected magistrate by default. That is all.
Okay. Now, are you ready to talk? Oh yeah, he's moving again. Okay, he's moving and grooving.
Salve again, friend. I
There
went
we
and
go.
did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible?
We already had this conversation. I'm reliving the day over and over again. I'm like Sisyphus, we know.
So.
Thanks. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Now we'll ask him if he wants to run in the election.
Salve again? No.
Hello. Have you ever thought about running for magistrate yourself?
But
You thought about it. We say Malleolus withdrew from the election.
he did? Oh.
Hey,
That
Karis,
was
how are you doing this evening?
unexpected.
Welcome on in, everyone.
What
So good to
possessed
see
him
you
to
all.
do
Thank
that?
you so much for taking some time
Well,
out of your Monday to come
guess
hang
it's
out
time
with
for me
me
to step up
and the
then.
Forgotten City.
I'll let Equitia know I'll be running.
Okay, so now we need to be the campaign manager for our
All right,
man
friend.
Galerius and get him elected. So, in order to do that, I guess we just go talk to everyone we know and be like, vote for Galerius. I mean, as Meerkat made the point, he did help out a lot of people, so hopefully that will save or get him some votes.
I hope you're coping.
Like Yulia.
Sorry, I'm
Galerius just saved her
still a bit out
life.
of it. Galerius just saved my life. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Oh, I can't even talk to her about the election? Hey, Karis, so far tonight, we stopped, oh fuck, I can't even remember his name. We stopped a man from committing suicide, and then we forced Malleolus to drop out of the election, and now we're trying to get, the other guy to win the election. That's what's happened so far.
Alright.
Yulia apparently doesn't care about the election, so let's go talk to someone else.
Welcome. Feeling all right?
So, Gorg, if you die or you reset the loop, luckily there's ways you can really quickly get everything done again. We talked to our friend Galerius, and we're like, hi Galerius, guess what? If you go do this, you can do this, and you basically get him to go do everything that you've already done. So, technically, yes, you have to redo everything, but there's a way to just do it really quickly. Why doesn't anybody want to talk about the election? Hello? Strong-armed him or blackmailed? I mean, probably a bit of both, I guess. Whatever you want to call it works, I would think.
Shiny. Salve and well.
Hi. Oh, fuck. Why doesn't anybody want to talk about the fucking election? Election. Election.
What?
That guy's a dick. We don't want to talk to him. Election? My sweet baby Virgil, I love you. Here we go. See, I should have known. Of course Virgil wants to talk about the election, because he's a sweet baby angel. Love you, Virgil. Who are you gonna vote for?
Galerius, definitely.
Yeah!
He put an end to the notes and graffiti I've been receiving.
Excellent. Yeah, so I think Galerius got a ton of votes with us telling him how to solve everybody's
a fellow traveler
problems.
From a faraway land. Greetings, I'm Georgius.
Who are you gonna vote for?
Galerius.
Yeah! Okay, everyone's gonna vote for Galerius. I think we're good.
The man is a hero.
He's done so much shit. We're good. So we just have to wait for the election to happen later today, I think. While we're here, do you know where I might find the Greek plaque?
And in a city full of Romans, you are asking me? Because I am Greek. Let me tell you something about Greeks
Because
and
we do
Romans.
need that as well.
My name is Georgios, yes. But the Romans, they do not care. They hear me say Georgios, and they think, ah, he must mean Georgius. Good Roman name. They do this all the time. They see us worshipping Zeus, they copy us, but call him Jupiter. They take Hades and call him Pluto, Persephone, Proserpina. I am flattered that they copy our ideas, but why must they change the names? Do they want credit for making it all up? Do they want to forget where it came from?
Yes, times two.
First, I pull my hair out. After a while, I give up, and I become Georgius the Roman. I accept the world is Roman now. Plus, I have no hair left to pull. But my point is this. If you want to know who stole an old Greek name, look no further than the sticky-fingered Romans. The plague you seek was pilfered from a collection of old Greek relics.
Oh, right. Dooley has it. So again, all the threads kind of come. We can't get the plaque from Dooley until we release him from prison. We can't release him from prison until Gregarious gets elected as magistrate. And then we can't get into the cisterns until we release Dooley. Yeah, okay. So literally all we have to do right now, I guess, is just wait. until the election, which is later today. Okay, cool.
Isn't the great temple majestic? A new face.
What's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Galerius, the challenger. Why do you ask?
Good night, Tater! Sweet dreams. Can we start the election now?
As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. But I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason.
Let's make up some bullshit reason. Holding it early may prevent conflict between the voters.
Yes. I have
Sooner we get it done, the sooner we can move on.
The last thing we need here is additional conflict. Very well. I'll get things started right away.
Yay! Okay, sweet.
Citizens,
now we don't have to wait.
it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
Where are we holding this election? So I'll just follow you and find out. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to her. Mirka says, oh my god, town meeting! Fun! So cute, small town life. Euro says, are you suggesting the rules be changed to allow early voting? Oh yeah, I forgot we have this, like, forum. This is a good place for an election. All my friends are here! And by friends, not this guy. This guy's a dick. But my beautiful friend in blue, Virgil, is here. Rufius honestly is a dick, too. So we just wait for everyone to come, or? She's I mean, yeah, I guess she's busy. How you feeling, man? You're busy, too? Are you busy?
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered.
Oh, these are the only people who decided to vote. Everyone else is like, fuck the vote.
The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and late nominee Gallus Galerius Helver. Marcus Malleolus Gurges withdrew his candidacy earlier today. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain.
I think just wait until everyone gets it. Oh, everyone's here. No, there's more people. I just, nobody else wanted to vote, I suppose.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Dacius.
Sentius.
Virgil.
The man who put a stop to the threats I've
Okay,
been
it's
receiving.
2-2.
Galerius.
Ulpius.
Galerius.
3-2.
My life.
Rufius.
4-2, let's go, baby!
Galerius.
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Gallus Galerius Helver.
Yay!
It has been decided. Magistrate
We did it, Joe! That's good, Vix. That was good.
I just want to say, this isn't something I ever wanted. Now that you put your trust in me, I'm going to do everything I can. Not
Get
to
up
let you
closer
down.
for this speech.
I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here. But I promise you, there will be changes. My first order is that Dooley is to be freed. Horatius, release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait, do I need to say please? I suppose not.
I love
That's
Galerius.
it. You can all get on with your day. Nothing else to see here.
Galerius won the Stanley Cup in 6! Oh wait, this was an election. Yay! Okay, so Dooley's gonna be free, which is excellent because Dooley A has the plaque that we need and B has the key that we need. Dooley got a lot of shit we need. So we're gonna go watch him get released, then we'll get the stuff, and then we'll go to the cistern. It's all coming together, folks. Make sure you talk to Sentius and tell him you rigged it so he doesn't feel bad. Sentius is a nice guy, you're right. I'll go talk to him after. I'm gonna talk to Dooley first. Dooley, it's Freedom
Put some
Day!
smiles on you today, Julius. Magistrate Galerius here has ordered your release.
You're going to let me out of here?
I'm sorry it took so long, my friend. And it wouldn't have happened at all if it wasn't for a newcomer. So be sure to offer your thanks when you can.
I will. I will. Thank you, Galerius. I'm so happy.
I'd
Aww.
love to stay and chat, but I've got a lot of work ahead
Sweet
of me.
Dooley.
Why don't you go to the baths? Then tell Georges I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, too.
Maricat says Dooley is so annoying and cute.
Hello? I'm Dooley. Magistrate Galerius said I should thank the newcomer. Are you the newcomer?
Yep, that's me.
Oh, it is you. Then, thank you. You're a big helper. I was locked up, but they let me out again. I'm so happy.
No, you're welcome.
You can have my shiny plaque if you want, and maybe you can help me find my treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after me, and he said he always would. But then he died. But before that, he told me if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious.
What was it?
He gave me a key to the cisterns and told me to keep it safe. He said there's something very precious way up high. Please help me find it. Please. I had to keep it a secret until I found someone I could trust.
Alright, I'll help you.
Oh, thank you. Here's the key.
Yay! Got all the things. Key to the upper cistern.
Hope you find it. In the cisterns. Way up high, Hannibal said. Oh, look over there. Something shiny. Is it treasure? Maybe it is.
Enjoy your freedom, Dooley.
I can see it for myself. So pretty.
Go
And it's
find
just
all your
right.
treasure, my man. Alright, to the cisterns. Oh, the plaque! Right. The plaque's in his cell. Thanks for the reminder, Meerkat. I forgot. I was so excited with the key. There it is. The Greek plaque. A plaque bearing a Greek inscription, Hades, Lord of Many. Oh!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
The second you let Dooley out of prison, he fucking steals something. Sentius was right. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, it's a good thing we got the key and the plaque. Because clearly we can never let Dooley out of prison again. Fuck's sakes. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. How do I get out of here? Do I not have the zipline thing anymore? Because I swear to God, I don't even get the prompt to zipline. Dooley is why we can't have nice things after all. Marica says, maybe Sentius was the right guy for the job.
Then I want you to go home and rest.
Okay, we
I'll
just
speak
have to
with you
do this
soon.
again. Hi. Let's just, we've done this conversation before. We're just gonna quickly pop through this before you go ruin everything. Yeah, go get your treasure.
I can see it for myself.
Yes, luckily when the game loops, you get to keep all your items. Otherwise, it would not work. But yeah, as long as we have it once, it doesn't matter. So we've got the plaque, we've got the key. Dooley's gonna go steal something the second he gets out of prison. And then we'll just reset the loop, and in the new loop, we'll go to the cistern.
Salve.
Oh, hang on. I want to talk to Galerius now that he's magistrate.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I don't know if it even is possible to do everything in one loop. Because there's so much you have to do. And like things like this that cause a sin. I think you kind of have to work with the loop. You can definitely tell Sentius that Dooley is a suspect, though. Dooley definitely will break the golden rule. We know 2 people for sure who do it. Malleolus and Dooley. But for now, we got what we needed from that loop. Let's go to the cisterns. There should be treasure in there. There might be a missing person in there. Should be lots of fun stuff in there, so. Hey, Galerius. Go do all these tasks, please.
Alright, let me... What?
Hi. Go do your tasks! MK says speed runs for this game are under 7 minutes. Wow. I mean, I could see it, I guess. If you knew exactly what to do, just bam, 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 reset the loop. Bam, 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 reset the loop. Like, I could see it.
Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone.
Galerius was like, what? Can you write that down? Right? That was a fucking list of tasks. The dude's brain is getting mindfucked more and more every time. So you have to save her from poison, you have to stop that guy from killing himself, you have to give this guy stuff for his arthritis so he stops threatening that guy. You have to go tell Malleolus we know his true identity, and get him to drop out of the election. You got all that? Okay, go! And confront the assassin, right? Look, even I'm forgetting some of the tasks on this list. Okay, here we go. So here's the entrance to the cisterns. We have the key now. We can unlock. Oh, it is dark in here. Flashlight. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hi?
You. Who are you? Did he send you?
I'm Tallara and nobody sent me.
Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back.
What's going on here?
I'm Scintilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
Who did this to you?
Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him.
That's why Sentius wants me to find who's breaking the loop. Because if I can stop it, then they can just live here forever. That's why. He's pretending to be a good guy, but he's actually doing it for his own purposes. How hasn't this broken the golden rule?
I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either.
Ooh, that's drama. Where is this way out?
Behind me. There's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key.
What will you do if I release you?
I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together.
What about the others?
There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say?
What if I round everyone up so they're ready to escape once the golden rule is broken?
There's no time. Wait, did you hear that? He's here. Quick, you have to let me go. It's now or never.
If I let you go, though, are you gonna kill him? I mean, fuck it, let's find out. It's a loop, right? If shit goes south, we can just try it again. Let's get out of here.
Oh, thank you. Now follow. Wait. Did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
You're human garbage, you know that?
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really. If you'd just done what you were supposed to, you'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb, Al.
Al! You remember Al?
Surely you didn't think you were the only one here.
Oh, it's all coming out now, folks.
You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw...
I honestly did not see this coming at all. This is a big surprise to me. It makes sense now that it's all come to light, but I didn't...
his neck and took his own life just before he was
I didn't
shot
see it coming.
with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Almost 15? I should be grateful for your stupidity. In any case, there's no
Is that how many loops I've been? 15? That's so
The path he
cool.
wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do?
Oh my god. You knew there was a way out, and even locked up your own daughter to keep it a secret. Why?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun.
She's gonna fucking stab him in the throat.
The music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again, for eternity. Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become ineffective.
But how is it fucking exciting if you have to live the exact same day every day?
Say you would not wish the same for yourself.
B says, is that an extra in the background looking for screen time? So you asked me to figure out who was going to break the golden rule, knowing I would fail every time?
Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is
I think she's supposed to be there because she said she's going to take the key from him, but I don't know why she's taking so long to do it. She's just lurking and it's kind of spooky.
I saw opportunity.
Or who knows, it could be a
As I
bug.
told you the first time we met, I found a way to cheat.
I would be fucking dying of boredom by like
reliving
loop
the same
5.
day over and over again, forever. And I will continue living long after your dust.
Let's see you cheat your way out of this.
Really
Maybe that's the
think you
signal.
could take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow.
I probably could, but I'm gonna let her have this one.
Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Oh! did not see that coming, Scintilla.
Suffer for the sins of the one.
Scintilla fucking lit him on fire. I mean, that's one way to do it, right? Jesus Christ. She was pouring gas all that time. So hang on, did we win? That broke the time loop. Setting him on fire broke the time loop.
Hi there. Give me a bit
It's
of a tour.
Al!
Thought I was in here alone.
Hi, Al. Al Worth, I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am.
That was the most dramatic
Sorry, I
ending
didn't catch
ever. Holy fuck. I'm Tallara.
Really? That's strange. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of...
Well done! Maybe even a little
The
too
attack
well
caused
done.
golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
Actually, that was me.
What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago? I'm not sure I understand.
When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
I still have the suicide note you carved into this tablet. Here.
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
It was written by a different version of you. I changed the past and your fate.
I'm not following.
I helped Scintilla kill the man who opened a time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Now you're getting it.
I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's a lot to take in.
Enough talk. How about we get out of this place?
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used.
I'm still so shocked by what just happened. Like, honestly. Like, how am I supposed to just process fucking Sentius on fire and then suddenly we're out of the loop? It's right here in the cistern. Follow me. That was so fucked. So yeah, Meerkat's right. This was one of the endings. There are 4 endings, I believe. One of them is setting Sentius on fire. Honestly, totally legit ending. Just a bit of a Sentius barbecue, yeah. So fucking funny.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever loaded into this temple.
Good idea.
You go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
So I wonder if, when we get outside, I guess Charon will tell us, like, because if Charon is the ferryman for the underworld, why would she want to break the loop? I guess hopefully we'll get some answers here when we come out. Oh, it's because that one guy was cheating death.
You're back. But
that makes
you're
sense.
Alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I found him. He'll be here in a moment.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
I discovered your real name is Charon. Or was it Kurti?
Ah, I see. I thought you...
Oh, okay.
Well,
Karen? Karen switched it up real quick. Who are you, really?
You can just call me Charon,
if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest.
Oh my, says Euro. There's a lot of
I
shock
do
at the
not
end of this
enjoy
game.
deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned from 5,000 years of experience.
Karen will see your manager now.
In gradual change and coming to see the truth in their own time.
What truth is that?
That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the
Assuming direct control.
has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Yes, I want to know.
As you wish. You were murdered.
Oh, fuck.
You were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache of forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight, you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Karen's Opal by some, and so it was my duty to bring you here.
What's so special about these coins?
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferrymen for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin,
Yeah, only those carrying coins would make it here.
them here.
Why?
That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible, in light of the path you have chosen. I am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the coins on you and Al were the last of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After
I had that
5,000
question actually, because I was like, why aren't there more
the
people in the
underworld is
underworld?
finally
But that's
run its
why.
course.
Can you return us to the land of the living?
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now.
Oh, she's
Al,
back to Karen mode.
It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was... Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Cynthia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the consequences of my actions.
Can you imagine
And
how
all
long
you
it would
can
take
do
to
is move
carve
forward,
all this
trying
text
to
into
show
this
others
stone?
the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not be for nothing. Scintilla.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Shit, we get to go back to life.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Awesome. All right, Charon, ferry us home. Ending 2 of 4. That's so cool, guys. So they're honestly fun ending. We got to set Sentius on fire. that was very, very cool. See the credits roll here now. I think there's only 4 people who made this. 3. 3 with some collaborators. It's pretty cool. That was the barbecue ending. The pit ending. That was fun, guys. We gotta go back and get the other endings, but that was fun. What do you think? It's cool to you know, get some more answers of what's going on. Obviously, I think the next ending I want to do is well, here's the thing.
Oh. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn.
Oh, it brings me here.
It's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape...
Okay, hang on. So we get actually pick up from right here.
Forever.
So... I guess we'll try not releasing her?
Cynthia. I don't... Behind the only... I'm going to... There will...
Yeah, let's see what happens if we don't let her go.
What? No, you can't just leave me here. How can you be so hard?
This game is on Steam, yes. Not heartless, just rational. Our escape isn't worth the lives of everyone here.
I hate you. I spit on you. I hope Dis drags you to Tartarus.
So... if we leave Scintilla here, first of all, there's some sort of treasure down here that we need to find. So let's... He said the treasure was up. Scintilla, chill out. Chill out, girl. Can you shoot the vines in the well? I think so. I was just double checking to make sure there was nothing back here first. Before we do this. Oh, we all go. Now, how to get down here without breaking every fucking bone in my body is another story. Here we go. Oh. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna jump over here. Scintilla! Shh! You're killing the vibe! There we go. There we go. Okay, where are we now? This is new. Oh! Spooky, scary skeletons! Okay. Okay. Spooky, scary skeletons. They're knocking at your door. I know I need more arrows. But I don't see any around. The issue. Oh, speak of the devil. There's some right there. An emaciated, human-like creature has been spattered in gold. It appears to have been crushed to death while entering the cistern from the cave above. Oh, here's some more arrows. Perfect. Where do we go from here? Is there really nothing down here? There's gotta be. Oh, hang on, hang on. I was gonna say. Let's hit a loading screen here, one sec.
What now? I have a message.
Oh, that's where that comes from.
The Emperor. He knows
Ah.
his real name is Quinctius, thanks to Claudia, and demands he withdraw from the election.
Okay, so hang on. Let's go confront Sentius now. Sentius, you bastard. I know what's going on here.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name? We have? Is that?
He's still acting innocent? We've had this conversation too, and I'm in a hurry.
Seems rather...
I know what you did to Scintilla.
Me? What are you talking about?
You're keeping her tied up in the cistern.
You know, you remind me of him.
Who?
Al Worth. The fellow who came through the portal before you.
What?
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one...
We've heard this talk before too, but clearly you don't remember this loop. The one where you got caught on fire.
But I'm surprised he was a moral...
Blah, 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 blah. Yes, yes. Have your victory speech.
And yet, because so, you
You're sick.
I couldn't care less what you think.
You know I could kill you right now. Hand over the key to the exit.
And why would I agree to that?
If you don't hand it over, you might have an uprising on your hands.
You might want to think that through. If anyone so much as touches me...
That's not true. We can tie you up just like you did to Scintilla. What's to stop me from just taking it by force?
The only way you're getting this key is over my dead body. And if I die, I won't be able to open the portal for you again, meaning you'll have created a paradox. You see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time. So if you kill me, you'll stop me from doing so, and you being here will be...
So is that another ending, maybe? Killing him?
That means if I die, you'll be flung back to your original time, having caused the deaths of everyone here, and you'll never be able to undo it. Is that what you want?
It's the right thing to do, bitch.
You and your pathetic morality. Nobody cares about your opinions, least of all, me. Understand that to me, you've never been anything more than a useful idiot, and you're no longer useful.
This isn't over.
I certainly hope not. In fact, I want it to go on and on forever until you wither and die like Al did, and the gods send yet another useful idiot to extend my life for me.
Maybe I'll just kill you.
We both know you're not that stupid, so go on, make your empty threats and stomp your feet and beg the gods for help.
Bitch, I have a save game feature, says Meerkat.
The gods don't care about you, and neither do I. Now, get out of my villa. I'm bored with you.
I mean, it sounds like if I kill him, it'll be another ending, so let's fucking do it.
Don't be so foolish. If you kill me, we all die. And if I die, I won't be able to open the portal for you again, meaning you'll have created a paradox.
But that's what I'm trying to do, is to create a paradox.
Actions that brought you. That means if... Now, get...
What the fuck? It won't let me kill him? Oh no. He just had to do his self-righteous talking. Bye, bitch.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What an unfortunate way he died. But yeah, there. Okay, so that's, you could speed run this game easily. Then all you have to do is literally just get the bow and get the golden bow. So do that part of the storyline, and then kill him. Yeah, you could end this so fast.
Hi there.
Euro said it looked like he died on the toilet.
Thought I was in here alone.
Great Scott, a paradox!
Well, really, I was just reading an old tablet I found here. It described an event about 2,000 years ago.
So let's see
Someone
what
with
the
your
event
name
says
appeared in
now.
the city out of the shrine of Proserpina and murdered a local magistrate.
Here we go,
breaking
okay.
Some kind of ancient law.
Cool.
It said that the voice of a furious god rang out, and the ground trembled and statues sprang to life, firing arrows at the city's inhabitants. Apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain.
Oh, so this is the bad ending.
Vanished in a flash of light.
That's right, Gorg, yeah. Weird, that definitely wasn't me.
I didn't for one moment think it was, but the way you say that makes me wonder. I mean, how many people with that name could there be in this place? I don't understand how you could have been here 2,000 years ago.
When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose. Okay, so now we're just going to
God,
the same conversation that we had.
So you're saying, because to let me die all over again. You saw the tablet. I spent a lifetime searching for a way out and never found one. I can't see how I could possibly find one now, so it seems like we're both gonna die here.
Oh, but this way we don't actually get out, though. We're still in the ruins of the city. Oh. Well, I mean, I regret nothing, because I wanted to see what this ending had.
How can you say that? You murdered a man in cold blood.
He was
and
a
now there's
dick!
A city full of dead people. And it's only a matter of time before we join them. I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata.
Yeah, this was definitely the bad ending.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay. No regrets! Ending 1 of 4. How many might have survived if you hadn't killed Sentius in cold blood? Yeah, that's definitely the easiest ending to get. All you have to do is get the bow and kill Sentius and it's over. But nobody else gets out. And then I like how we're kind of getting them in order. And then we got the second ending where only me and Scintilla got out. Clearly there's a way to get everyone out, which is, I guess, the good ending. There you go. That's 2 endings right there. The best ending, I think, is going to be going to confront the god himself, which we actually are able to do now because we have all the plaques. So let's see where we load in. We load in coming up out of the cistern. Okay, so let's head up to the temple now, put the plaques in, and confront the god. That should, in my opinion, be the most interesting ending, because we're actually gonna confront a god. We should get a lot of answers here. So let's go do that next.
Citizen.
It's so cool how many different endings you can get and how different things happen. I'll never ever get over fucking Sentius getting lit on fire though. What a top tier ending. So glad that was the first ending we managed to get. Okay, up to the temple. Yeah, you go give Pluto an earful. Make sure to tell him he's not even a real planet. That'll throw him off. There we go. All 4 plaques have been returned to the obelisk. Things are shaking, doors are opening. And inside we go. Oh, I'm excited for this one. This is gonna be a good one. Except we hit an invisible loading screen. Okay, there we go. Hades, Lord of Many, grant me an audience. Nergal, the Fierce One, grant me an audience. Osiris, Lord of Silence, grant me an audience. Pluto, Father of Riches, grant me an audience. So is that the one he likes to go by, Pluto, or did I have to call him all of his names, I wonder? I don't actually know. Doesn't really matter, I guess. We got in here. Did we just say Pluto again? Oh, no, you know what we need to do? Each room is different. So this first room, they were dressed like Romans. The second room? Are they dressed like Greeks? So then we call them Hades, maybe? Yeah, okay, I got it. And then this room is the Egyptian room. Oh, that's fun. I like that a lot. I understand now. Osiris, Lord of Silence. And finally... This temple is a lot bigger on the inside than it looked on the outside, huh? Nergal the Fierce One. Oh, shit! Yo! What the fuck? Whoa! Guys, we're in outer space! What the fuck? I don't have any words. Whoa! You know what this proves, right? That Hades is an alien?
Here you are. Allow me to introduce myself.
What?
As you have already gathered.
Pluto is actually Doctor Who.
Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians.
This is cool as shit. Wow.
Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You are unlike the others, aren't you? And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so brazenly. But there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity. Ask what you will.
Your host is the History Channel's been right this whole time. It always is aliens. What is this place?
It has come to be known simply as the Underworld.
Okay, I take it back. The ending where dude got set on fire is the second coolest ending. This is cool. What was the wager you made?
That is a long story. One that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day. You see, long ago, my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium.
Oh wow! So Elysium is a different planet in this lore.
Kind evolving from primal.
That's fucking cool. So all of the gods are aliens.
You all but destroyed yourselves. You're too short.
I like this. This is fun. Can you imagine if this was real?
And disease. Yet Proserpina saw raw potential. Persuaded the rest of us.
This is definitely the History Channel at 3 a.m.
So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called Sumer. We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law, and you called us gods. For a time you flourished, but soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization, we saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon you returned to your old ways of violence and ignorance, this time in our name. My kin had seen enough, and gave up on your kind, condemning you as barbaric.
This is an interpretation of their creation myth. It's cool.
We began preparations to return to Elysium.
I really like this.
Our home world, a utopia unspoilt by conflict and unimaginable in its beauty. But my Proserpina could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice. She gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind. And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from claiming her. And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father, who the Romans call Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium, and no exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium.
It's quite the fucking wager, isn't
My part would
it?
be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in you, so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this.
So it was literally a game.
Still waiting.
The whole thing behind the golden rule is a game. Who are your kin?
There were also gods who, like me, have been known by many names, but perhaps you knew them by their Roman names. Our leader, Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana.
Does this
Vulcan,
game have a
Vesta,
PS5 version?
Ceres,
I'm not sure.
and of
I have a
course,
feeling it might be
beloved
only on PC right now, but I can't confirm that. You have to check. Who built the city?
As the first wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives, and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave of Sumerians arrive, and as their civilization declined over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians. Of course, believing themselves to be the superior civilization, the Egyptians promptly built over what had been built before, and made all the same mistakes. After another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive, and then the Romans, and they all did the same thing. They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors, renamed their gods, and ensured their foundations were forgotten.
How did you decide who comes here?
To ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random. To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000 tokens fashioned from silver, a rare element at the time, across all of Sumer. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant and ferried to this place, with no memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind. Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's Obol, or as coins for the ferryman. Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the
This is
original
awesome.
tokens.
I am loving
In fact,
this
almost
lore
all of the tokens
dump
are
right now.
accounted for. Only 2 remain. And so after this wave destroys itself, as it is destined to do, your kind would have squandered the last of its potential to ascend beyond this rock.
Like, imagine if you never got this ending. You would only know, like, half of the lore. Like, imagine if you just lit what's-his-name on fire and called it a day. You would have missed so much. How did the humans learn about the underworld?
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer and a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place. But the erasure did not take completely, and he told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known
You're right,
as
Karis Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
You know your history, man.
And distorted over generations. Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place in their priests' pursuit of profit. Then, when the Greeks began to arrive, they proved far more cunning. And in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped. A warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about this place, though each story contained only a seed of truth.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
What's your story?
My story is many thousands of years long. You will need to be more specific. What do you wish to know?
You're a god?
It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals, not one I gave myself. Your ancestors revered me because to them, my knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful, just as you might seem so to an insect. But despite all that, there are rules even I must obey.
Why do you look and sound like a man?
My kin and I all adopted this form long ago, so that we might better understand and communicate with your kind. In time, we grew fond of the sensory delights it affords. Desire, joy, ecstasy, even rage and sorrow, while an acquired taste can be addictive.
May I see your true form?
No. Long ago, I swore to Persephone that I would remain in this form for as long as we remain.
Imagine if he was some kind of tentacle monster underneath or something. Who is the woman on your left?
This is my beloved. Like me, she has been.
Oh wow, she's hot.
Ereshkigal to the Sumerians.
Okay, girl.
Isis to the Egyptians.
You're looking good for being frozen for 2,000 years, or however long it's been.
Or perhaps you might know her as the
5,000 years, whatever.
Springtime, the cycle of life and renewal.
Oh.
Your gaze lingers too long.
Who's that on your right?
That is my servant.
Oh, Jesus!
You would have met by the river.
Charon, you looking spooky in this realm.
Many names.
Give me nightmares.
Kumatabal to the Sumerians, Kirti to the Egyptians, Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans. Her role is to ferry souls between the mortal world and this one, and to make their transition as seamless as possible. For that,
I'm not sure why she's like doing this, but adding to the spooky aura.
The ferry. We will talk more later. For now, ask your questions.
Let's talk about something else.
As you wish.
Are you responsible for the Golden Rule?
That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing.
Why turn people into gold?
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate. Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife, a prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, 2 were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold, and when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place. She checked that nobody was watching, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat.
Jesus Christ! You're jealous of this woman's jewelry so much that you just murder her?
I decided
Fuck.
to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she
Jesus,
might serve as
alright.
a reminder of what befalls those who sin in
So that's the story behind the gold.
But that was
It's
not
just a bit of drama, I think.
The entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all to make way for a new wave, and began the wager again. And to this day, each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only their sight and hearing.
Can you imagine just having to watch all these assholes for thousands of years, not being able to move? Silent golden sentinels indeed. So you're responsible for destroying all these lives?
I give your kind a second chance at life, as well as ample warning about my law. And when you disobey, and you always disobey, you force my hand, bringing terrible suffering upon yourselves. And so you ask if I'm the one destroying your lives. And I say, no, you destroy yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it.
Where did these golden bows come from?
When my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. Consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply as Furies.
What do you consider a sin?
I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not?
Doesn't seem like you've been upholding it either.
Enough. You clearly know nothing.
I've seen some terrible things here that you didn't consider a sin, aka the woman locked up in the basement for 21 days. How could you let that happen?
Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations, or are you going to give me an example?
Abduction.
Abduction? You mean the magistrate imprisoning his daughter and sister? He did so because she sought to escape, a sin I take particularly seriously. Better that he stops her from escaping, albeit brutishly, than I have to wipe out this entire city to punish her. Wouldn't you agree?
Alright, I'm not gonna argue with you, man. You're an all-powerful alien. Let's
Now
just
tell
say
me,
fair enough.
What other sins do you believe I have overlooked?
I mean, if you don't think abduction, then I don't think you care about suicide, price gouging, debt bondage, or experiments. I'm just... let you do your thing.
Very well.
How do you know when people sin?
I'm able to commune with all of the statues in the city. Their ears
Okay,
are
that's
my
what I
ears,
thought.
and their eyes are my eyes.
So technically you could commit a sin as long as no statue could see you. Is Proserpina connected to the statues in the same way?
If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Then what an odd question. Very well.
I think I'm out of questions.
Good. Then now it is time for your reckoning.
Oh dear.
Only, it seems, something is wrong. It has long been within my power to see into the hearts of mortals and weigh their deeds in life. But when I peer into you, I see only a blank slate, as if you did not exist until you appeared in this city. How is this possible?
Guys, the game just crashed. What a bad fucking time for the game to crash. Wow. I'm so sorry. Can we all blame Todd? I can't see into your soul, so I'm gonna crash your game instead. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. This is Skyrim to its core. It's called a cliffhanger for a reason. I see only a blank slate. How could this be? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z! Sorry guys, hang on. Luckily, we should be able to just quickly get there. We don't have to- we could just skip through all the dialogue, so it'll be fine. But, that was honestly kind of funny. It was- if the game was gonna crash, you know, now was the time to do it, because that was kind of funny, actually. It's a really dramatic time for it to end. But yeah, we'll just run in here and spam some dialogue, don't worry about it. Hi. I don't have any questions.
It is when I peer at Charon.
Okay, here we
Where
go.
did you
See,
find
we're caught up already. Literally only took a second.
How did you come here?
Also, what do you mean you didn't remember ferrying me? I remember you ferrying me. I'm from the future.
If that is true, then I sense the intervention of someone powerful.
Oh.
How did you come to be in this time, mortal?
Hang on, I think we're gonna get another plot twist. I was hoping you could tell me.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago, and Proserpina slumbered.
So it was Proserpina who brought me here. I guess that means you don't know everything that goes on here.
Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will need to put your reckoning on hold for now. But answer this. Why have you come here? What is it you seek?
I'd like you to put an end to the golden rule.
Your hubris is amusing, so I will allow you to make your case. But I warn you, if you anger me or waste my time with lies or wrong-headed arguments, you face death here. So, tell me, why should I put an end to the so-called golden rule?
Ooh, this is a good one. This is a savage one. This is a good one. Do we want to be savage or do we want to be a logical mastermind? I mean, I guess we're kind of savage in both of them, but the first one is utterly savage. Pluto is done with this convo. Thank you for the clip, Euro. Mix says maybe we could do both. That's a good point. Okay, let's start off with savagery. If you're doing this for love, you should know that Proserpina doesn't love you.
We cannot know.
I see what you are doing. You are trying.
What about a savage mastermind, says Revan. I mean, that's good too, right?
You are playing a dangerous game.
We don't want to sell out our girl, though, do we? We're not gonna sell out our girl right now. My apologies, I misspoke.
You have no idea how close.
Selling out our girl might be a different ending. We're not gonna sell her out right now.
You will need to do better than that.
How can you expect us to live without sin if you can't do it yourself?
That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed? What evidence do you have to support it?
You've given terrible punishments to hundreds of people, some for minor sins and some who committed no sin at all.
Every one of those people was guilty of failing to ensure their peers lived virtuously. They failed collectively, and so they were punished collectively. The Romans understand this, as did the Greeks before them.
If our positions were reversed, you wouldn't want me to punish you for the sins of other people.
Ah, but I am a god, and you are a mortal. Why would you expect me to treat you as I treat my own kind? You are not a peer. You are not a respected equal. Let me ask you this. Do you treat insects as you wish to be treated?
Okay, that's a low fucking blow. How do you know that I hate insects and I'm disgusted by them? And I do none of this.
Do you give them rights?
Fuck off. No.
Of course not. Because that would be absurd. Just as it would be absurd for me to treat your kind as equals.
What makes your kind superior to mine?
Where to begin? Our lifespans exceed yours by thousands of years.
That does not make you superior.
In which time we accumulate vast wisdom.
Okay, that might make you superior. Dude was able to crash your game, Tiff. I think he knows some shit. Lifespan, so you're not immortal then.
It would be most unwise to get...
Oh, is that one of the endings? To fucking kill a god? Oh, why does wisdom and technology make you superior?
Because that is the source of our power over you.
So you think you're not obliged to treat us fairly because you're more powerful than us?
You could say that.
What was it the Roman Stoics said? Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you?
My kin have no superiors.
That sounds arrogant. Perhaps you're not as different from humans as you think.
Bah! For a moment, I thought you might have been building to a point. But I see now you are just a hubristic little creature.
Should we try? Let's fucking try to kill a god, hey? Enough talk, I'm gonna end this! Draw the golden bow!
Do you really think you can wound me, a god, with that primitive weapon?
I'm gonna try! Oh! Let's find out, shall we?
Pathetic. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay, we got our crown. Now can we kill this motherfucker? Oh, now we need to rewind time and show Pluto that we have his crown. I gotta run all the way out of here without getting shot to death? This is gonna be hard. Okay, yeah, see? Hard. God damn it. Okay. So that's what we have to do. We have to get the crown and run the fuck out of there. But like I said, that's how we're gonna dodge arrows all the way back. Oh, we're doing this again? Are you serious? Okay. Okay. Time to fucking Sonic out of that room. Blah 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 blah. I'm here to kill you. Let's find out.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
No worries, Pit. I know it's getting late for you guys on the East Coast. All the VODs get uploaded to YouTube, so you can check them out, or they'll be on Twitch for 14 days. So if you guys want to see how this ends, feel free to do so later. But thank you again for the raid, Pit. I really appreciate it. Have a good sleep, and pray for me as I Sonic out of this room. We're doing better this time around, now that I know. Oh, we hit a loading screen. Perfect. Meerkat says this would be so hard in Skyrim. Oh, we got one hit. We can take like 3 hits before we die. Can't believe they make us. I don't know about this mechanic. They're making us run all the way back. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. How else are we gonna do the loop? Just always keeping us from going to bed. Yeah, it's true. Happens a lot, eh? Ow, I think I burned myself. Well, like, you really think that fucking Pluto would just let me run out of his chamber? Like, I don't know, this seems a little unrealistic. But the fact that I'm saying that and I'm going back in time through a time loop portal in ancient Rome, I guess, kind of defeats that argument. How unrealistic, I say as I run away from an alien god and head into a portal. Okay, so let's do this again. Hi, I don't have time to talk to you. Ooh, we can tell him this. Listen to this. The golden rule is going to be broken soon. I need you to quietly get everyone except Sentius ready to run into the upper cistern when the ground starts to rumble.
What? That's a big ask. But something tells me you're not kidding. All right, I'm gonna stick my neck out and believe you. But I doubt I'll be able to gather more than a handful of people.
Oh, is that another ending, guys? Hang on now. Before we go back and see Pluto, which I feel like is like the true ending, I think we're able to get another ending here, which is we do the plan, which is, you know, setting that dude on fire. But more of us will get to escape now. Because Galerius is an MVP and is going to go round everyone up. Yeah, we barbecue Sentius and then have some people leave. Exactly. Okay, so let's put a quick pause on going to talk to the god, because we do have Persephone's crown, so we should be able to get that ending. And let's just go see what happens in here now that we have Galerius rounding up a few people. So, un momento. See the play. Hi! What's up, bitch?
You.
Hi. We've had this conversation before. I've told Galerius to lead everyone here when the golden rule is broken so they can escape too.
How did you know? Wait.
He can wait with his long lifespan he bragged about. Good point, Karis.
You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
I got it, girl. You do you. Go find the lighter and the oil. I'll keep him distracted.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
As if I'd tell you.
So that is how it's going to be. It's
okay, we already did this.
But he was and
blah, blah,
blah,
blah,
blah.
blah.
Almost I should in it better.
Blah, blah,
So
blah.
you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it?
Of course.
As
Blah,
by
blah, blah.
reliving
Distracting.
the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust.
Blah, 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 blah.
I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely. To cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself?
You're gonna die a painful death for this, I can promise you that.
Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bird?
Everyone ready for the BBQ? I probably could, but I'm gonna let her have this one.
Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
This'll never get old. Like, we literally thought she was just gonna stab him, but no, she decided to set him on fire.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. The others should be right behind us. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Here we go. Okay, so this is a way to create a paradox, but actually get some people to escape. But I wonder who was able to escape. Let's see now. Hey, Hey, Elle. Feels like just yesterday we did this together, huh? Sorry.
Well, really, it's
Blah, blah,
apparently
blah.
Centilla
Here we go.
and a handful of other citizens managed to escape. While the
Who's
stranger
the handful of
disappeared
other
in a flash of
citizens,
light.
though?
God, so you're saying, because a man, I get.
We do. So I guess this is essentially this exact same as the first ending that we got, except in this one, multiple people got to escape. So I don't know if it's considered a different ending or not.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make.
I guess we'll see once we talk to Charon. Hi.
You're back. Why don't...
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just that you died. A wise decision.
I don't need to know I was murdered. I just had a coin. Can you return us?
In keeping you here. But I have to.
That's what I'm thinking, Meg. So is that this will be more of a variation on ending 2. I agree, other than a whole new ending, but I guess we'll see.
Ow!
Kind of lost her. And there was a supposed my new friend. I know.
Maybe not that.
So let me see. She left a tablet. What does this tablet say? It's probably going to be a little
I don't know
different.
what became of you, or if you'll ever read this. But Octavia, Lucretia, Horatius, Equitia, and I will never forget you.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them got out.
Many of our dear friends were not so fortunate, including Ulpius and Galerius, who heroically tried to rescue
no!
but never made it back. But there is no point dwelling
Okay.
on what might have been.
So yeah, Galerius still died, even though we
do
warned
is
him.
take this gift
Of
you've
course
given
he did, though,
and
because
try
he's
to
such
show
a sweet
others
baby
the
angel.
same
He went to try to
compassion you showed
rescue
us.
Dooley.
We promise you.
That's honestly
Saving
so
our
on
lives
brand
was
for him.
not for
But yeah,
nothing.
okay, we did manage to
Scintilla
save more
et al.
people. So
Sounds
that's
like you meant
good.
a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted.
Sounds.
And you.
Right. Oh no, that is considered another ending, guys. An achievement just popped up. Ending 3 of 4. So the first ending is nobody gets out alive. The second ending is you and I've already forget her name. 2 people get out alive. The third ending is me and 5 other people get out alive. And then I'm assuming the final ending, I guess, hopefully everybody will get out alive. Scintilla, yeah, that's her name. Yeah, so first ending, I get out alive. Second ending, me and Scintilla get out alive. Third ending, me, Scintilla, and 4 others get out alive. But yeah, so the second and the third endings were like almost the same. The only difference is that we warned Galerius in advance and he was able to round up some people. So that's interesting. So from 1 to 4, I guess 1 is the worst ending and 4 is the best ending, and they kind of go like that. So there you go. That was ending number 3, but now it's time to go see our pal again and yeah, tell him we got a sexy crown. That's right. All right. Here we go. It's less shocking every time we come through here, but it's cool though. Look, there's a spaceship over there. We're literally on like a space station. The underworld is actually a space station. Big old, there's Big Blue straight ahead. Aaron looking spooky AF.
But
Hello.
And what there will be first.
Blah, 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 blah. See this? It's Proserpina's crown. Proserpina's crown.
I would recognize that anywhere. And yet my beloved still wears hers.
Just be like, hey dude, your girl left this at my place last night. That's good. I took it from her after I killed her in another timeline.
You vile, despicable creature. Why would you do such a thing? And worse still, boast about it.
Absolutely savage. I didn't want to kill her, but if you don't put an end to the golden rule, I will do it again.
You have put me in an impossible position. If I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium humiliated.
I mean, you're gonna do that anyway. They keep breaking this loop, so... Well, what's it gonna be?
I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I have witnessed in 3,000 years. And now
Did he just call me the most savage human being in 3,000 years? What an honor.
This has gone on too long.
Love this.
It is time for me to let go of this form, of her, of all of you. But know this, if I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever...
Oh, you. We just want to return to the world, man.
Very well. I will have Carol make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
Why?
Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready?
Beam me up, Scotty.
You would best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
Did we win? Hey, I think we won. But look at this. In this time, the ruins aren't even here for us to get trapped in.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Al Worth? I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Tallara.
Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius.
Hey, it's our boy!
Tablet. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to her. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
Actually, that was me. Don't mean to brag or anything, but might have had something to do with that.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
I'm right behind you. I'm kind of a big deal. A god told me he was the most savage person he had met in 3,000 years, so... what can I say? Except I'm kind of important.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Alright.
You go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
You're back! But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I found him. He'll be here in a moment.
Oh, what a relief. Why don't you tell me what you discovered?
Okay, we talked about this. Is there any new dialogue here?
Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Who are you, really?
You can just call me Carol.
Yeah,
I do not enjoy that most. That my.
How did I die? You don't need to tell me. What's the special with these coins?
That I
Got
am
it.
only now. There.
Return to the land of the
I see no
living.
point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good.
Kinda lost track of time, and there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest?
Sounds good to me.
And you?
What happened to Proserpina? I mean, I guess she died, because I guess she's immortal. Oh, hang on. 1 year later. Whoa. What the f- Oh, is that a penis? More like a lump. Wait. Oh, that's his arm.
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again.
I thought it was my friend
I read
Virgil
your
for a
book.
second with the color.
What the critics
We
said.
we wrote a book! Oh,
I guess they
cool!
weren't ready for your theories about the underworld.
That's fun. In the best
After
ending, you
everything
become
you've
an
been through,
author.
I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet. And I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying
You thought
to
it was
tell
him
you, I
too?
just
Maybe he
really
ends
wanted
up being
you to
like
see
a
this for yourself.
descendant of him
Why
or
don't you
something.
head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
This is fun. Okay. We're at a nice museum talking about all the cultures and such.
Oh, hello. There she is. You're finally here. Remember me?
Galerius? What are you doing here?
It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world.
Hello.
Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason... she
Oh,
returned us
this
to the
is
door
so
instead of ours.
cool!
Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life.
What do you do with yourselves these days?
Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course.
Oh, he
It's hard
adopted
work,
Dooley?
but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own
Oh,
man.
Mr. Clean, I'll never forget you, Siscaris. You're with Aquisha now?
I know. I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged.
This is the best
and
ending,
together.
absolutely.
We're planning to get married next spring. If you're going to be around, we'd love to see you there.
I'd love that. Count me in. It was good to see you again, Galerius.
Of course. There's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you. So you better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
This is so cool. I did not expect this.
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all about you.
Good to see you too.
So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work. I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels
Yeah,
like
in this timeline, I didn't actually go around and meet anybody, which is weird, but obviously we do know them because we went through 15 loops. How's Livia?
Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere, if you'd like to ask her yourself.
I'll do that. What are you doing with yourself these days?
Galerius and I are engaged and expecting.
Oh!
We've just bought a
I
little
love how
home
they
in the
adopted
countryside,
Dooley.
with
That
room
is
for a
so
large
fucking
family.
sweet.
And Dooley too, of course.
Yay!
It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities.
They're very
for our
chill about the
children
fact that
than I ever imagined.
they now live in a world 2,000 years in the future, though. Good on them. Seems like they've adjusted well.
See you at the wedding, I hope.
This is so cool. Oh my god, Dooley!
Hello, I'm Dooley.
I remember who you are, Dooley.
Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it.
What do you do with yourselves these days?
I live at Galerius and
Dooley, please don't steal anything from here.
They look after me now and help me remember when I forget things, like brushing my teeth.
It's good to see you again, Dooley.
Bye.
Angel! Oh my god, this is amazing. Yes, Queen Lucretia!
You are here. It's nice to finally meet you.
Hey, Lucretia.
Lucy is fine. I'm making an effort to blend in, as you can see. We are all trying to keep a low profile. If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and were suddenly brought back to life 12 months ago, they'd never leave us alone. Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off. So...
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm studying to get into medical school. As much as I resent
Can you imagine waking up 2,000 years in the future and then studying to get into medical school? Do you know how much medicine has changed in 2,000 years? Lucy got a lot to study.
One patient at a
Jeez
time.
Louise. Where's Yulia?
Oh, she didn't make it. She died from poison while you were in the
Oh my god!
It was very sad. She was a good woman and a friend.
This is not the perfect ending after all. I didn't send Galerius to do all the tasks in this timeline. So some people died.
It wasn't your fault.
Oh no!
Decius is to blame.
Oh
He's here
no!
somewhere,
This
too.
is not the
that
perfect
anyone would
ending.
Talk to him. I'm not even sure how he got invited.
I didn't even think.
You too.
To do that. Okay, so not everybody is gonna be here.
Hey. I
Oops.
take it you're the Oracle. Thanks for coming.
Good to see you again, Cynthia.
Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be associated with Sentius after what happened. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the
Here we go. Here's what
She
happened.
knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time. But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is, we'll never see him again.
What do you do with yourself these days?
Anything I want. I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me. Because it's just awful out there. Barbarians everywhere.
What happened to Sentius?
He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld.
Whoa,
Trapped
that's
in a
some
metal
savage
shell,
punishment.
Slowly losing his mind.
So does that
until
mean
the
all the
end
other
of
golden
time.
statues got released?
Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me.
Good. It's good to see you again.
You too. See you around.
Greetings. You must be.
You
the
look so
legendary
handsome in your
Oracle.
suit. I
It is a
love
sincere
it.
privilege to finally make your acquaintance. I am Georgius.
Good to see you too.
I am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades, and for that I am most grateful.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I am reacquainting myself with Greece. It has changed so much over the last 2,000 years, I barely recognize it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling. Perhaps one day, once I have seen all of this new Greece and sampled her delights, I will settle down in Santorini in a villa overlooking the Azure-Aegean Sea. I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld and won.
Consider me there. Whatever happened to Fabia?
The poor sweet
Oh,
thing.
yeah, this is so bad. So sorry. I wish I'd saved her. Yeah, unfortunately, we did not save everyone. Oh my god, the hermit made it out too! The guy down in the basement!
Everybody's talking about. It's a pleasure to
This is amazing! We've met before, though. I wouldn't expect you to remember it.
We have. I'm sorry, I don't remember. In any case, I'm Philip.
Philip!
I never thought I'd
We
leave
finally
that
learned
place,
his
let
name.
alone the city. And now I'm living in the 21st century.
I love his little bow
What a
tie. This
time
is
to be
pure.
alive. And it seems I have your catabasis to thank for it.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm working as a consultant to the Faculty of Classics at Cambridge University, helping fill the odd gap in their knowledge. Not that I need the money, but I do love being around enlightened minds again.
It's good to see you again.
My sincere thanks once again.
This is great. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Soiree, innit?
Fucking Decius. Please keep off the furniture.
Oh, hello at last.
Fucking
You must be
idiot.
the oracle I've heard so much about. I'm Dacius.
Hi.
Listen, I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you, I'd never been able to sell all those useless old relics I accumulated. Whatever you did in that temple made me a
Good to
very
know you
wealthy
didn't
man.
change much, man.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. It was entirely unintended.
Such acerbic wit. I love it.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I took the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock market. That's where the real money is now.
How in the world did you show up 2,000 years in the future and suddenly understand the stock market?
And all that. Which stocks I should invest in next? I can't decide between fossil fuels, tobacco, gambling, and arms.
Wow.
What would you recommend?
Sounds right up your alley, man. I wouldn't help you even if I could.
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Dacius. I won't take no for an answer.
DVD rentals have a really bright future.
Oh, of course. I just think the same thing. I'll go home and buy up as much
Invest
stuff as I
all
can.
your money in Blockbuster. Bye!
Of course, don't let me keep you. Thanks again for the tips, my friend.
Got him! That's really good. That's so good.
Good evening.
Hey, Octavia. Oh, you're looking hot in the 21st
hello.
century.
Lovely to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Nice to see you too, Octavia.
I'm thankful that you're here. I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the likes of us. But thank you for coming and for saving our lives. What you did was extraordinary, and I'll never forget it.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the Tiber. Not far from my old place. Oh, and I'm training to be a crisis counselor. After we lost Ulpius, I spent a lot of time reflecting on what I could have done differently. I couldn't shake the feeling that if I'd just found the right words, he'd still be with us today. In the end, I decided to devote the rest of my life to helping others like him.
Sounds like a noble cause. Good on you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
It's good to see you again, Octavia.
And you.
Oh my god,
Greetings.
Livia! Good to see you looking well, Livia.
Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. In all the time I was in the underworld, I never once imagined that I might end up in a place so much like Elysium.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm recovering. Octavia was kind enough to let me stay with her for a while. At least until I'm well enough to be independent again.
It's good to see you again.
And you. Farewell, friend.
Oh, even Kabosh got out. Remember we met him down in the
It
ruins?
is an honor to finally meet you, Oracle.
Thanks, Kabosh.
You know my name? Oh, of course. You are an Oracle. You know many things. I too would like to offer my thanks for releasing us from that place, and for your role in bringing us here. This world is truly wondrous.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
For a time,
Of course, Gorg, head on to bed. Thanks for hanging out. Good night. We'll be finishing up soon anyway.
And I came to see there is nothing for me there. Instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack the world. It is a great adventure, and I have met many people from many cultures. I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access to the afterlife. Now, I think it is time I had some fun.
Yes, Kabosh. Live it up. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, Oracle.
Is there my sweet baby angel? Virgil, you're so handsome. Look at you.
It's so nice to finally meet you.
I love you,
I've heard
Virgil.
so much about you.
Love how you're still wearing this beautiful blue color.
I wanted to thank you personally for getting us out of there.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm studying to be an architect again.
Yes!
And living in a beautiful flat in Rotterdam, just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets, full of educated, accepting people. You natives of the 21st century have no idea how fortunate you are.
It's good to see you again.
You too. If you're ever in the Netherlands, I'd be happy
Angel!
to show you around. It's the least I could do.
I may just take you up on that.
Hello there.
Oh, and Scintilla! She got out!
Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I
Yeah,
heard
that
my
would have been
name.
cute if he had like a
After you
gay
drove
pride
Peter
button
off,
or something.
Serpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him.
Sounds like he got what he deserved.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living by myself on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's something Ulpius and I used to talk about doing when we got out, and I thought that's what he would have wanted. But it's been hard. I don't know what I'm doing. And it's just not the same without him.
Oh.
Mostly, it just reminds me he's gone.
I'm crying, Tiff, go back.
Oh, it's hardly your fault. I'll be alright. In time. Thanks. You too.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to.
Proserpina!
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time.
I recognize that voice!
Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
You were whispering to me all along?
Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues, and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected.
You did what you could, thank you. You created the time loop?
I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath.
What became of Pluto?
I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
What became of Charon?
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, She was working on a new world of some kind. She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will, one day.
It was nice meeting you.
And you, although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues scattered throughout the city?
Of course.
Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend.
Oh my god!
To the underworld in return.
Wow!
Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus. And
That's
Zeus.
awesome. Achievement unlocked, the canon ending. That was the name of the achievement I just got here on Steam. Ending 4 of 4. The Kara says no, the almost canon ending. Good point. Okay, we'll run back real quick and actually save everybody. Message from the developers. We hope you enjoyed The Forgotten City. We'd love to make even better games in the future, and you can help out by recommending The Forgotten City to a friend or writing a review. Guys, I'm recommending it to you right now. I've really enjoyed this game. The fact it was made by 3 people? Like, what a great game. What a great story. I loved the time looping elements. I loved the sense of mystery, the setting. It was very unique. Like, I don't know if I've ever really played a game like this before. This was awesome. Here's my recommendation from me to you. We gotta run back here now. We're gonna have to reset the loop real quick. Then save everybody, then come back in here. Well, apparently, Meerkat, you can speedrun this game in 7 minutes, so... That's minimal resets, I guess. Hi.
That's if you're well. I still.
Bye.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
No, I don't want to go through.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no.
Leave me alone.
That's
I'm not.
What? I'm sorry.
Please help.
Good luck with that. I'm out of here. Yes, I can't help you.
Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love.
I'm out, says Ulpius before he leaps off the cliff. Okay. Let me hurry this up, please. Blah, 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 bye. And now I have to kill you. Sorry.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow.
Bye. Yeah, you need at least a couple loops to be able to get the bow. And then you can kill Sentius and beat the game that way. So you can't do it in the first loop because you need at least one or at least 2, I guess. Uh-oh. I always leap into that fire. Alright, Sentius, get your buns up here. Through the loop. One last time. Now we'll go tell him all of the things he needs to know. You need to do all this, this, and this. That's it. Go as fast as you can. Okay, so we'll walk slowly up to the temple to give him time to do his thing. Can we see him, like, running through the streets? Yeah, there he is, over there! Oh, no, that's not him. Never mind. Well, I guess first up, he goes to the temple, so he probably cuts through there, actually. We can't see him. Do all your tasks, man. Maybe that's how I give him time, by going around introducing myself to some people. Okay. If that's the case, I should have went the other way, but I guess it doesn't matter. Just jump over here. Hey.
Not a good time, friend.
Okay. The fuck was that? Oh, that's the temple caving in and killing the assassin. I was like, what was that? An earthquake? But okay, no, we're fine. I know what that was. Hi, my name is Tallara. You're my bestest pal and I love you. Please remember me for when we meet in the future.
Ah,
Bye.
Nice.
Hi, my name is Tallara. Please remember me for when we meet in the future. Bye. Yeah, stuff's actually happening in real time, which is really cool. Like, look at this. Galerius is giving him the willow bark right now.
Really? Thank God. Finally,
That's awesome.
relief after all this time. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tallara. Nice to meet you.
Sorry.
Hi, my name is Tallara. Nice to meet you. I don't think Rufius wasn't even in the future. But maybe it's because he was a dick, so he didn't make it into the future. Anyway. Okay. So he's doing the Malleolus thing now, and then he'll have to go save Julius. We gotta talk to the priestess. Oh, never mind, I can't talk to her. To be fair, the stock market dick made it to the future. That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe he was just invited but didn't show up. Touché. It's cool seeing Galerius actually do all his errands.
Yes, that ought to do it. I guess I'll go and tell Ulpius the good news then.
Let's follow him now. See him go save Ulpius.
Citizen.
Good news, Ulpius. Malleolus has agreed to release you and Yulia from your debts.
What? Are you messing with me?
I wouldn't do that. You're both free.
We're free.
That's so cool. It's actually really, really cool how everything actually does happen in real time. I like that a lot. Okay, we made some friends and we saved everybody. Let's go do our thing. Galerius is a marathon runner. Let's go do our thing. Triathlon who? Galerius is literally the true hero of the story. 100%. No, I don't have to tell Galerius to gather everyone in this. That was just if we escaped through the aqueduct.
Allow me to.
Blah, 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 blah. Got her crown. Gotta end this thing. We just want to go home. Blah, 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 blah. I'm ready. Let's rock it. Back through the wormhole. Bloop, bloop. Chat to our boy Al.
Oh.
What's up, Al?
What?
Blah 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 blah. Hey! Dialogue skipping simulator.
I'm gonna pause here for a.
Hey. This makes you happy? I'm so glad. Yeah, this should be like the true canon ending. We saved everybody. Everyone worth saving. Got everybody out. Yeah, this should be the actual true canon ending here.
You're
blah 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 blah. Hey! 1 year later!
Hey, I read what?
Okay, let's see now. We should have more people here, and people should be happier.
Oh, there she is.
Hey! Do you remember me now?
You're finally here. Remember me?
Oh, well, you remembered me. Yeah,
It's
okay.
crazy. Even
Yeah, no, Galerius won't actually change, so that's fine.
You're here. It's lovely to find
Oh no,
you.
we didn't meet her in that run. Okay, hang on. We'll just talk to the people that we actually met.
Hi there.
Hey, Yulia's here! Okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yulia is here.
You're here. It's so good to see you again. How are
And
you?
she remembers me. Yeah, okay. I'm alright.
I wanted to come here and thank you again for saving my life.
Got it.
And of course, getting me.
This is the true
and
ending,
all of
guys.
us out of a terrible situation.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend.
Big
And I'm
hugs,
studying
huge
English
hugs,
at
hugs all
university.
around.
Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, it's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was. Did you know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed? And you can travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much more comfortable. I'm sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited. There's so much to see and learn and write about.
Seeing the world through fresh eyes sounds wonderful.
I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. I hope to change that. One day.
Whatever happened to Malleolus and Claudia?
Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital. As for Claudia, she was always so viciously unhappy.
Here we go.
Someone said
We're
she'd
finally
blown
getting
all
some
her
more
money in
backstory
wine,
for some of
trying
these
to drink
characters,
herself back
too.
to the underworld. After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a sense of... what's that German word? Schadenfreude?
I think you're allowed to feel that way.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Whatever happened to Aurelia?
Ugh. Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince, and how she was going to be living the high life from now on. Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently, he'd proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... what was it? Nigeria? Some people have all the luck.
Oh my god, Aurelia got catfished! As the Oracle, I foresee terrible disappointment in her future.
Really? Huh. I did that already.
That's really good. It's good to see you again, Yulia.
Me too.
Thank you for
If you're
spilling
ever
all
in
that
London,
tea
let me
about
know.
these characters.
We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there.
Take you up on that.
I hope so.
This is great. Okay, love
Hey.
this. Love this, love this, love this. So now, Fabia's here.
The one
Fabia,
we've
whatever.
been waiting for.
I'm Fabia.
Hi, Fabia.
I wanted to say thanks for sending Galerius to save my life. I don't know how you knew, but I would have been crushed by that shrine for sure.
You're welcome.
I'm just so happy to be here with you and everyone together again, even if it's just for one more night.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Well, it's not like I have to work with all the silver Charon gave me, so I just do what makes me happy.
Oh, the
Mostly
dream.
That means baking for my friends and looking at memes while binging TV shows in yoga pants. What a time. to
Okay,
be alive.
girl, get it. Live your best life. Sounds like a life well spent.
Oh, it really is.
Good to see you.
You too.
There was a guy in camo? No wonder I didn't see him. He blended right in.
Hey.
Oh, this is Horatius. Gerd.
Hi there, I'm Horatius.
Hi.
I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life. And reuniting Scintilla with us as well. So, thank you.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living up north and studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one day. The world's changed a lot. But some things stay the same. Would you believe we're still studying military tactics from my time? Alexander the Great, Caesar, Hannibal Barca. Still, I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace the new. As Seneca wrote, the ones who pioneered our paths aren't our masters, but our guides.
Sorry you never got to see your girl again.
Ah, you remembered that. Thank you. I grieved for a time, but that's done. In the words of Epictetus, as those who rode behind triumphant generals remind them they are mortal, remind yourself your precious one isn't one of your possessions, but something given for now, not forever.
Wow, that's deep. Well said.
Thanks. Oh, and I don't know if you've heard, but a few of us are going for drinks later. It'd be nice to chat with you some more.
Sounds good, I'll be there.
Great.
Whatever happened to your buddy, Domitius?
He's not my...
Domitius, yeah.
I see what you did there. Good one. He had more trouble adapting than most. He got himself disqualified from the UFC. So he started some kind of underground blood sport tournament.
Oh, good.
Like we had in Rome.
Excellent.
Suppose it appealed to people's baser instincts. And they say he made some good coin, killing a bunch of men like that. But his luck finally ran out. And his life along with it.
Oh. I like how all the, like, bad guys in the story got, like, a bad ending. It's a shame.
Perhaps.
It's good to see you again.
See you at drinks later, I hope.
This fucking lounge. Yeah, he wasn't that bad, but he wasn't good either. Hey! Oh my god, did they end up dating? Rufius and Virgil?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Rufius.
I go by Rufus now.
But yeah, the people I did talk to do remember me, so that actually did happen. They don't say like, oh, nice to meet you, because we talked to Rufus in the olden times, and he remembers me now.
No good with the mushy stuff.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I live with Virgil.
Ah, that's so cute! I love this!
Modern.
Wow.
Destroyed in the war, and it rebuilt itself. Good place for a fresh start. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with my life yet. One adjustment at a time.
Yay, I'm so glad you accepted yourself, Rufus. Such a new life, right? Love this. So happy. It's good to see you again, Rufus.
You too. Look us up next time you're in the Netherlands. We're grateful.
Yeah, this is truly the canon ending right here. And now Scintilla got her boy. Hi.
Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name. After you drove Pluto off, Proserpina came and released me. And that monster got what was coming to him.
Sounds like he got what he deserved.
Thanks.
I wanted to talk to your boy, Ulpius.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Ulpius.
Good to see you too, Ulpius.
I understand I have you to thank for sending Galerius to save my life. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making a terrible mistake. I'll be forever in your debt.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria.
Aww.
We finally bought the little vineyard.
Oh, good.
It'll be a little while before we know what we're doing, but every day I look at her and this extraordinary new world with all its beauty, and I think, what if I'd given up hope?
Guys, this is such a good ending now. I'm so pleased. Everything literally worked out perfectly.
And we end them all the same way. Sitting together on our terrace with a glass of our wine, which the locals say is almost drinkable now. And watching the sunset over the rolling hillside.
Yes.
Couldn't be happier.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you.
It's good to see you, Ulpius.
You too.
There we go. So literally everyone survived and had a happy ending except for the like 4 shitty characters. Malleolus and his wife, their bodyguard, and the stupid barkeep who sold poison. You're so welcome. I'm glad I went back. That was a lovely ending. I'm so glad we got to see everybody's stories concluded.
And good, because they remember you. Well done.
That's so sweet. And now we see all the statues. This is awesome. Really, really awesome.
Close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
That's the ending we needed, right there. Ending 404, but the real ending 404. There you go, guys. That was the Forgotten City. We saw all 4 endings, including the perfect ending, which was really awesome, and I'm definitely glad I went back to check that out. That was ending 4.1. That's a good way to put it. Hey, Karis. I want to thank everybody so much for hanging out with me tonight. I know we went a little bit late, but I wanted to make sure we saw all of those endings. And everybody who watched the whole playthrough, I really hope you enjoyed it. This was a lovely game. Shout out to Nick Pierce, Alexander Goss, and John Iyer for creating this, because this was really, really fun. It was unique. It was interesting. It had a great story, multiple endings, good characters. Honestly, like, what more can you ask for in a game? That was really great, and I'm really glad I checked it out. So thanks everyone for watching. We will be back tomorrow night. We'll actually be starting a new game tomorrow night. We're going to be playing The Last Guardian, which is, that'll be a first playthrough for me. I've never played it before. This comes after we played Shadow of the Colossus and absolutely loved it so much. I figured I'd check out another game from the studio. So that should be another fun ride. And hopefully you guys can join me in that one starting tomorrow evening at around 6:30 Mountain. But otherwise, I just want to say thanks again for joining me on this journey. So glad to have you guys here. So glad to hear that you guys enjoyed it. As always, everybody, please stay safe, take care. Hopefully I'll see you guys really soon. Have a great night and sweet dreams. Bye, guys.